Hey, everyone. I don't normally go live this time of day. Pretty wild, huh? Hopefully, some people will come in. If not, their loss, our gain. Okay, I'm going to play a little special intro for you, and then we'll get on with it because this isn't going to be a long one today. Rather short. Okay, here we go. Hopefully, it'll play right. All right, here we go. Betty was in it for more than just fun. She had a nickname, the big cruiser sizer, because downhill gravity is a big equalizer. Big Betty. Big Betty. Big Betty. Betty was in it for more than just fun. She had a nickname, the big cruiser sizer, because downhill gravity is a big equalizer. Big Betty. Big Betty. Big Betty. A big bad Betty. Big Betty. Big Betty. A big bad Betty. Well, the moral of this story is plain as day. Don't lie about your weight and don't lie about your age. Because truth may be known by only you and your mother, but gravity will get you one way or another. Big Betty. Big Betty. Big bad Betty. Uh, All right. All right. That was for the bedster. No, and it's still not updating. I don't get it, man. Not every device can be like that. Hey, how's everybody doing today on this beautiful Wednesday morning or afternoon now? Hey, Black Sheep. Hey, Fairy Meadows. Hey, Hope. Hey, Brittany. Hey, Ready Freddy. Step not that step, don't side eye me. Hey, Eastern girls. Hey, the art of homemade dolls. So, Betty did a live this morning, pre court bullshit. Um, I just wanted to, you know, there's just a few things in there I want to talk about. But I figure since she wants the attention, we'll give it to her. We'll give it to her. Instead of worrying about court, maybe she should get off YouTube. I don't know. I mean, if I was going to court and my freedom was in jeopardy, I think the last thing I'd be worried about is doing a live on YouTube. But again, that's just me. Um, yeah. But maybe she's just trying to get him in. So you know, she get that last dollar. I don't know. I don't think she'll go to jail today though. Hey, big girl for life. I think today is the appeals on the 16th, however. She could be. She could be. Chances are very high that Betty could end up, serving a few days in the local county jail. Yep. Hold on one second, peeps. Sorry about that. I had to take a quick call. Some people are just assholes all the time. All the time. People just never cease to let you down, do they? Anyway, let's get into this. Hey, CJK. Oh, you're showing? Oh, that's right. You have a showing today. Ugh. You're sure being a trooper about it. I know that. You handling it pretty good. I should have got a buzz first. Okay. Like I said, this was Betty's live this morning. Hey, Marcy, good to see you. Hey, Captain Ganja. There's my favorite captain, Crazy Grandma Cooter. All right, I'm going to fast forward through her intro because all the bad for the good in my head. Everybody just do your thing. News right here on
gifted BullhornBetty membership from either Pam or Dee. Pitch if you received your gifted the insane asylum. Brad.
I have to be honest. Betty got some super chats and stuff today. I think people were feeling sorry for her because, you know, there's a possibility she could go to jail. Go to jail, bitch. There needs to be consequences. Sorry if I'm loud. I can't tell with this. I don't like this volume button on this headset. On my way to the doctor, someone was stupid me to schedule appointments today. That's all right. Pretty soon I'll be heading out to the airport, so I feel you. Thankfully, the car seat was everything that I needed, and it's regulation. I can. Oh, what a day! I still got so much to do. Never do this in the middle of tearing your house apart. And every time I tear a room apart, I find something else I need to do. So now I decided I'm not only that, but I'm going to paint. Yeah, no. I'm trying to get fucking spring cleaning done. And see, I do my room from ceiling, every room from the ceiling to the floor. Everything gets washed. Doesn't matter. Everything. Walls get scrubbed, woodwork, everything. It takes me forever, but at least it's done and clean. But yeah, okay. And these blinds, you have to take them off one at a time, one of the strips at a time, and clean them and then put them back up. Do you know how many's in this fucking blind going across the sliding glass door leading out to the patio? Freaking way too many. And the kitchen window is just as big. It's a double window. So yeah, it's like insanity. Sometimes I think it'd be easier just take them down, throw them away, and go get new ones. If they weren't so damn expensive, I probably would do that. But I do need to get some new ones. They are old. But hey, they work and they're clean. My husband had the nerve to tell me last night that I over obsess. No, I don't. I just like things clean. Hey, KCG. On your way to the doctor? Yeah, I will. Hey, Revival. Listening while working. Ready, Betty's honey bun money. Don't give it to her. You keep it. Betty, I got you beat on honey bun money this morning so far. Nobody said yours was for honey buns. Thank you, Ready, Freddy.
Your straight jacket in your padded room, and welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Okay, so, well, you know what? I got a special treat for you, Ready, Freddy. Just for you. Just for you. Let me get in here. I don't know why I haven't. I got to load it on my StreamYard. Okay, why did you do that? Yeah, I have to load this on my StreamYard, but this is for red. Oops. Here you go, Ready Freddy, just for you. Oh my God. Did you?
I eat in Santa Salad.
Oh my God. Oh, Betty, that looks like you. I mean, that's your behavior. It is. It looks like you because it is you. Yeah. But your behavior is not surprising. Okay. My poor dog. He's sitting there like he just lost his best friend. I have no idea what's wrong with him. Oh, never mind. He's just going to sleep. Oh, Jesus. I had to make his ass get up again this morning to go to the bathroom. And you talk about entitled lazy dogs. Yeah.
We're not going to really address this.
Hey, Gary Meadows.
Kind of do my one and done, which is what is common.
One and done. Betty, you don't ever do a one and done.
Know what you guys heard on my channel when I interviewed that S crazy lady that's now flipped. So we ran a story.
Well, that's awful funny because she wasn't an S crazy lady when you was interviewing her. As soon as she calls you out for the lies you putting out about Chris and Katie and the family, she's a crazy lady. Got it. She wasn't crazy when you were, doing your interview, trying to get dirt on Katie and Katie's family. Yeah. Okay. Reverse images. Hey, mama.
About, an RSO, which is related to the mom of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. I was told she was not around kids, hadn't been around kids, lives with her sister or whatever the case may be, whoever, or maybe her parents. I don't know.
No, she wasn't around Sebastian, Betty.
I don't know the ins and outs of it, but at the end of the day, we ran a story about, Francis being around children.
No, what you did was you stole someone else's content, since that's the word you like to use. You stole Julie Skonak's content. You know, little psycho Julie, little forehead. Yeah.
And I try to be as respectful because of my friendship or alleged friendship. Obviously, it wasn't a friendship. It was more of a manipulation to try to stop me from being able to speak. And I've been very delicate. And I have
stop you from speaking. You've been delicate about what you said about the Bowersox and Katie's family. What fucking universe are you living in? When have you been delicate? Do you know what that word means? I suggest you Google that, Betty. Delicate. Yeah, delicate's not something I equate with you.
I haven't really touched that part of the family for a variety of reasons. But once I realized that she was misinforming me, that, Francis has actually been around children, not just one, but multiple children, many children, as a matter of fact. That's kind of where my loyalty in protecting kids.
You don't know any of that to be factual, Betty. You have no idea. You don't know these people.
Ends with a person, right? At the end of the day, these are children. These are children that were probably around a woman that they didn't know what her past was. And if they did, shame on the parents, right? And when I look at this particular page, I realize that the lady's a good Christian lady. And I just don't see her flagrantly allowing somebody like that around children without, if she knew. And I've also noticed that as of like 2022, there were no more videos, contact, or anything on that particular page, as if maybe they had found out and kind of severed those ties. I don't know. This is all speculative in nature, but it was well researched.
No, it's not speculation. It's not speculation. It's just gossip and rumors with you, Betty.
We talked about the RSO. We talked about the laws in the state that this RSO resides. We've looked at multiple laws, even the state in which this person was arrested in. And I stand by the story. I stand by the reporting. It was accurate. There has been no information received.
No, it wasn't accurate. It is nothing but you gossiping. You have no idea what that family does and where anybody lives. It's not your business.
Me, something that is a receipt that states anything that I said was not factually correct.
When have you ever been factual, and what receipts have you ever shown? You can't even freaking dox somebody right. You use the cheapest service you can use, if not free, to try to find somebody, and you often dox the wrong people. You're an idiot.
We went over the law as that particular state read. We went over the charge sheet. We went over the RSO form. We went over the photos corroborating that, yes, in fact, this RSO was actually not only around and speaking to a child that's now missing, but also been around many other children, which is, again, that's where my loyalty and friendship ends, because our focus is, victim focus, but we also don't want potential victims either, right? So we do this for guys. If we know that there is a man that's an RSO that's around children, they go on the show. So it's not that we are out, picking on this. We never talked about these people in this family except for generic purposes to identify characteristics and psychology of the mom of Sebastian. I think I've been very, very respectful, but because this lady couldn't tell me what to do, she decided to be very vindictive. So again, like I told her, I'm not going to worry about her feelings anymore. And if we need to go into this case a little bit deeper, we will. So long story short is, I don't know what her purpose was. I got to hear some of the commentary from Mr. Proudfoot, and it sounds like she has not spoken to the family, that none of the family really want anything to do with her. So to me, it sounds like she was lonely. She wasn't getting the attention she needed from me, and she decided to create a problem where there was no problem. And that's about to the statement that I'm going to make. She had reached out to me for that interview. It really wasn't the other way around. I, was never intending, if you guys know me, I don't really intend to call people unless they want to come up. It's not one of those things where I, arm wrestle people in, but I didn't even know who Yada really was until she had reached out to one of my mods and wanted to share her story. And I was willing to give her a platform to share that story on. So a lot of this stuff she has created all by herself. I had been warned by several people about her, but because I had a good working relationship, and me, I don't judge people by somebody else's statements. I just didn't pay attention to that. And I was friendly with her even when a lot of people, even on these platforms, stopped associating with her because of her poor behavior in these things where she goes from a really nice, what she appears to be a sweet person to, what you guys, the vindictiveness of this woman, this manipulative woman that you guys saw last night. So that's kind of where my conversation is. I don't want to speak to her again. She's more than welcome to share any text messages, but I can tell you the text messages she sent me, she probably doesn't want out. And me, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. So if anybody sees any of my text messages floating around, please let me know, because I will immediately be producing every single one of the text messages that she has sent me about her family. And we'll just put it all out there just like that. I am a very integrity focused person. I don't like playing these games or having to throw out private information, but I'm not going to be attacked on lies either. So I hold receipts. I will use those receipts if I absolutely have to. I really don't want to. You guys know me. I'm confidential. If you say things, it goes into the vault. Well, there is a caveat to that. It goes both ways. So yeah, it is not a game. Exactly. So that's kind of where we are. I find it awfully sus that it is right. It's literally the day before I have to go to court. I don't think that's a coincidence. But either way, I stand by what I said. I stand by what I said and what I reported on that. But long story short, we're over that. She's a nothing burger. I'm not going to worry with her. After the hate channels use her up, she's going to be spit out. She's going to be, basically a freaking hamburger by the time that's why you don't mess with those channels, right? So we'll just let the trash take itself out. But she was definitely on the right channel. She's definitely the character of the person for the channel she was on. So we'll keep her over in that side, and we'll maintain this side, and we'll keep talking about Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers and advocating for him. So maybe somebody that comes across this show can say, oh, I recognize that boy. I saw something. And that's at the end of the day what this is all about. We dive into these cases and we keep these cases going until there's no path forward, right? That's what the beauty of the true crime genre here on social media is. So I'm very thankful that was at least eye-opening, because, I was always conflicted. So many people were telling me such bad things about this lady, but she had never done anything, bad to me. And I've prayed for her often, but at the end of the day, I'm over it. And I'm just over it. What do you do? I'm absolutely disgusted that she wanted everybody to hear her story. She wanted everybody to know that, Katie's proclivities, Katie's behavior, crocodile tears, those are all the things she wanted people to know about the mother of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, and you guys can go review the interview with her. It is still on my page somewhere. It'll be exclusive interview. If you wanted to search for it, you can find her and listen to that conversation. Definitely not the same person you saw last night. So this whole family has problems, right? There's something not right with any of these people at all. And I'm over it. We are going to absolutely have Steph's back. We're going to absolutely continue to talk about his son and advocate for his son. And we just know that there is some really rotten people in this world, right? We've heard a lot of nasty stuff. We've got a mom that does things horrible to her daughter. We've got another mom that does the horrible things and allows another man to do horrible things to her son. So, we've got a really, really messed up family, like majorly messed up. So that's to the extent I'm willing to talk about it. I would be fine never seeing or hearing from that lady again. But I'm pretty sure that's not going to be possible, because just as soon as she has somebody that wants to give her attention, she's going to be flipping on somebody else, right? It sounds like she's going to be talking to Mr. Proudfoot. And when Mr. Proudfoot's probably done with her and he already has an idea about it, I don't see where I think she just burnt every last bridge she has. Her family doesn't want anything to do with her. And she keeps wanting to come out and correct the information. Well, how are you correcting information on a family that doesn't even talk to you? How do you really know, right? That's what's going on in the back of my mind with this lady. How in the world do you even really know? Nobody talks to you. Nobody speaks to you. And some of the things she said to me privately, made it appear that it was everybody else, which we know that can't possibly be true. But again, done with the conversation. That's my 2 cents on it. And she either wasn't being truthful in the interview.
Okay, how come she was? Wait a minute. I'm sorry, I was doing that. Everyone else is an idiot, liar, drug addict, severe projection problems with this. Not exactly, and you're one of them. But yeah, she's talking about people wasted court's time, and this is a waste of court's time and stuff. But what did she do? Because Queen Bee's attorney filed to get a court date that Betty's been ignoring for 2 fucking years. She files for yet more frivolous court paperwork, seeking a restraining order. Get the fuck out of here.
Interview, or she wasn't being truthful on that
channel
last night. It's one or the other, right? So either way, we know that she's capable of lying. I know for a fact she's capable of lying, because when I was on the phone with her, she was talking about Francis and adamantly stated that she's not around kids. She said that, I think she was the one that may have been the one that told me that when Katie was calling her Aunt Suzanne, I think is her name, which is where Francis lives. I think she's the one that told me that's when Francis does speak or potentially speak with Sebastian. Now, I didn't know if that.
No, actually, oh my God.
That was because she didn't appear to be, if it's from her. I might be mixing that up, that conversation up with somebody else, though, just to put a disclaimer on that.
Oh, yeah, I didn't believe anything Yada was saying when she was on Betty's, and I still don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I just don't. You go over there, you claim you weren't on, you haven't been around since August, but yet you know everything that's going on. You claimed the people were blocked, then you changed that up and said Betty wasn't. But stop. Just stop. Oh, very much so.
Sure, she's the one that told me about the phone call, and I know she's the one that told me about the funeral, and how nice Sebastian was, but he was withdrawn or something. I think she might even have talked about that on the interview. So she may have even talked about both of these things on the interview. But I'm pretty sure she denied Sebastian having really any relationship with her, Frances, the grandmother. And I'm pretty sure that she said that the last time she saw Katie as well as Sebastian was at the same funeral. And I heard Chris reference that as well. So either way, this lady, like I said, has no contact with hardly any person in her family to even know what is true or untrue, in my opinion. But let's get back onto things. We need prayers. We need prayers for her first and foremost, right? She seems like she needs to probably go to a doctor and speak to somebody about something, in my opinion, because it can't always be everybody else.
Betty, you really self-projection much? Because you seriously have needed help for a very long time. It can't be everybody else. It's got to be you. You're describing yourself.
So I hope she seeks the help that she may need. But Sebastian has been what our main focus is, and it's actually why I'm here right now, even though we haven't been able to search for him, because we have a mom and a dad that has spent more time gunning after one little girl, me, than they have trying to find him.
Okay, wait a minute. So now it's Chris and Katie's fault that you have done nothing to help Sebastian or search for Sebastian. Huh. How about all the time before the protection orders? And no one said you couldn't go search for Sebastian, Betty. You just needed to leave the Proudfoots and the Bowersox alone. You haven't done a damn thing to find this child. All you've done is create chaos and a circus. That's it. You used him as your newest cash cow. And sickening enough that the biological father stands beside you. That's sickening, in my opinion.
Missing child, and I have to think that that's all due to do with a distraction. You know, they have to be doing something because they look really, really bad, right? They look bad on paper. They look bad on the videos. They just look bad. So,
no, they don't. You do. You not only look bad on paper and on videos, but in real life. You out on 20K bond. Ah, man.
So we're going to be here. We're going to fight our little arses off today. And what I need from each and every one of you is prayers.
Hey, Nikita.
That's what I need. Not just for me, but for that judge. I hope that God gives him strength to do the right thing today. And I think we all need to, instead of focusing and praying for me, I think we need to be focusing and praying over that judge, because the judge is the one that's going to be the ultimate decision maker on where this case, ends up.
Okay, Betty, like I said last night, I've been reviewing you for over a year and a half. I know your tones. I know your expressions, sadly. You, my dear, are about ready to crawl out your skin. You know you're in trouble. But we've seen how you really act when you're in court. You're the meek little mouse who then tries to boo-hoo and cry victim. And we've also seen you have no problem getting on that stand and lying to that judge. You've created this whole mess yourself. This is all on you, boo-boo. All on you.
Moving to.
Oh, I didn't even drop the link. If anybody wants to come up, I'll drop the link. You don't have to, though. I understand. I don't get upset. But if y'all want to, I'll drop. I'm sorry. I thought I dropped it. I'm sitting here bitching out Betty, and I know Voice has got a lot going on today. I'm supposed to be cleaning finishing my daughter's closet, people. Instead, I'm live. You know? I'm trying to make room. I got 2 more kids to put clothes away for. I have no idea where I'm going to put them till the garage transformation is done. I'm trying to figure it out, but thank God one's only 2 and her clothes are tiny. But the 16-year-old isn't. Oh, I'm trying to figure out space for everything because I can't be having things laying around my house. No, not in my living room and stuff. No, we cannot have suitcases and boxes. Nope. This is the first time I'm getting sort of placements. Not really. But anyway, that actually are going to have things that I have to put away. It's wild. But trying to make room is, I don't know. It's going to be crazy. But I needed to just take a break from it because I was getting very pissed off. Okay. Hey, Ready Freddy.
Let me at her. Let me at her.
Let you at her.
Yes, we are praying over the judge, Betty. Watch it, bitch.
Yeah, we're praying that the judge follows Tennessee law. And justice is served. But unfortunately, I believe we'll have to wait till the 16th for that. Today is about the appeals. I don't see any appeal in the 3 that the time expired. And I just, on that, with everything you've continued to do, if this judge grants and you win, oh, yeah. I don't think that judge will have to worry about re-election.
She'll just be out in the big wide world still thinking she's a star and everybody going, ew, look at her. She's that one that was on the internet. You know, it's going to come around to her. She knows it. Look at her.
Hey, Beer Can. Hey, Zen 11.
When we
Wow,
were
I
at
don't know what is going on. It's like I have to go out and come back in just to see what my chat numbers are or to update my chat. And it can't be every device because they're all hooked up to something different. Oh, my Lord, I give up. Hey, Monkey Mar. Good to see you, Beer Can. How is you? Hey, Petty.
Hi,
Ain't no
Petty.
way. Yeah.
Grab the link, Petty.
I'm telling you, this will be,
what she has to say.
if by some slight chance this woman is successful today, her lawyer, it will be one of the true travesties of justice that I've ever seen.
Yeah. Oh, I'll be calm, Fox. Be like, what the hell's going on with the justice system?
Oh, I got a response from my sheriff's department when I sent that email to the sheriff about dog.
Oh,
sure did. Very interesting. I'll have to look into that. So I'm hoping to pull his freaking video down that him and Dog just posted on Dog's what do you call it? It's not a media a selling tour, trying to sell his ass, you know.
Wow.
Hey, Kelly Bird.
A hooker at his age? What the hell? Don't they take a nap yet?
Hey, AC. Hey, Language of Horses. Yeah, this is crazy. This is freaking crazy.
Look, my mom at 70 years old went on a plane, and I'm sitting here panicking. Is she going to make it back?
Yeah. Hey, Lady K. Hey, Tammy. I wonder how much she collected. The last I looked, I don't know if she reached the 5K. The last time I looked, she had not even reached 5,000 yet out of the 30,000, but I haven't checked it, so it could be more now. Hey, Cherry P. I hope her bond is revoked. And that's a thing that actually I did some research at 2:00 this morning because I couldn't sleep. And that's actually something that could happen. She could get revoked because of repeated violations. That again would depend on the state's attorney, the prosecutor, the prosecutor's office.
Every time she went live, I don't think she understands that's evidence against her.
Oh, Betty knows. Trust and believe. Betty knows. Betty thinks that Betty can do whatever she wants, that the First Amendment covers everything, and she has every right to break any law because it's not really breaking a law because it's her rights in her mind.
That is so delusional, Betty. Knock it off.
Hey, Wishful. Yeah, she is delusional. Fly on your wall. Clue's going to be there. Clue and Cletus are going to be there. And I think Queen, they're going to be, Queen's going to be live with it. That's where our updates will go. But Clue and Cletus is actually going to be there.
Good. I'm glad. I hope they can handle it.
Have I got the text? No. I wish they'd say. I didn't even reach out and ask yet. I forgot all about it, to be honest. Hey, Seeker, it's good to see you. I forgot to even message her and see if she'd share. I heard parts of it, though. It's pretty bad.
I hope Clue and Cletus can stay strong.
Thank you, Petty. Thank you, Petty.
Wonderful.
Staying at, or whatever the case may be. So please think of the judge today
Think of
I
the
know you guys are
judge.
worried about me, but I'm a big girl.
Why
I
do
will
we need to think
work
of the
through all of this.
judge?
We have this big happy family. We are.
So you want people to pray that the judge rules in your favor, not pray for the judge himself, but pray that the judge rules in your favor. So it's all about you. You don't care about that judge. You don't want no one to pray for the judge. You want him to pay for his ruling on you. Got it. But the judge doesn't need your prayers. He seems to be doing pretty damn good in life. He's not the one on $20,000 bond facing 6 criminal charges for violating protection orders from the parents of a missing child.
And I'm pretty sure he's praying to rebuke your prayers, girl.
Oh, well, thank you, Seeker. I appreciate that.
We are as ready as we're going to be. I can tell you that. I have some few things that I've got to wrap up this morning, but for the most part, we've
Betty, stop it. If you have an attorney, you are not writing your own motions and you are not preparing your case, because no attorney is going to do that. They are not going to put their name, not any reputable attorney, I should say, would put their name on something that you, with your Cracker Jack box certificate that you never actually worked in a legal function like that. Yeah, I don't think he's there. Like I said, no reputable attorney would. You'll go into that courtroom like you've done every other time. You'll be that meek little mouse. And if you're not, your attorney may walk away again. How many have you been through now? Quit.
Kathy, when attorneys see what she's going to court for and how she responds to things, and then they see her in front of them or talking to her, they are right away going to go, no, honey, I'm sorry, call me later. And then they just ignore her call. She can't hide who she is anymore. She knows it too. She's just a blowhard Betty right now.
Oh my God. The last sentence of that email. Oh my God. I can't. I don't even know why I'm shocked that Betty, there's nothing Betty won't say.
Is that the email to Yada?
Oh, because you've got a effed up family that likes to F kids, you sick bitch. Wow.
She needs to be taken off the street.
Oh, yeah, baby. Now I'm going to go all in on your family. I have been very kind. When? Where? You've been going all in on the family. I'm a Christian woman. A Christian woman would not have put that sentence at the end. Just saying. But you do not get up to boss me around. And I can see exactly why everyone's told me to stay the F away from you. But now me and you, we're done. I really don't give a F about your effing family. Oh, you very much do. How many lives have you done about it? You're making money off of them. Exploiting a victim and family. You are making money. The typical Betty move. I'm no longer going to worry about or respect your feelings. I bet you've never respected anybody's feelings, not even your own.
No, because she wouldn't be doing this if she did. For sure.
I was the only one that gave a shit about you. The only one. But you go back to those cockroaches. Don't you ever come to my channel again. Ever, ever, ever. Otherwise, I will chew you the F out publicly. So, shoo fly, shoo. You're an attention-seeking whore that wants to go around and run your mouth because you've got an effed up family that likes to have kids, you sick bitch. Wow.
You ain't doing no justice for a victim of FA. You are a nasty person. I've
got no words. When you just think that Betty has sunk to the low of lows, she surprises you with a new low. I'm telling you, there is no end to her as low. She'll find a new low to go to. It must be rough living with so much anger and hate all the time.
Kathy, I need to talk to you off the line.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to email you my phone number.
Okay, dear.
Okay.
I mean,
if she knew what I knew right now, this bitch would be running from everybody. Everybody.
Hey, Zero Pox. Hey, Snippins. Betty.
I have a thunderstorm over me right now.
I heard thunder. Yeah, I heard it. That's cool. I like a good storm.
Do you need me to mute so it don't interrupt?
If it's not bothering Chad, I'm fine. Hey, crime mobsters. I got a squirrel up here trying to chew through my screen door to get a damn peanut.
Listen, God is working with us, girl.
I'm telling you. Pop-Tart, look at you. You're hanging up. This squirrel is hanging upside down on my screen door.
I have a squirrel out here that likes to mess with me.
She wants her damn peanut. That's what she wants. Let me get her peanut before she commits squirrel side. And, she's hanging upside down. I'm like, what are you doing? Pretty soon she'll start squealing and chirping. If I don't bring her a peanut, she sits up there and chirps.
Oh, that's
and squirrel talk is annoying as fuck, and they don't stop. They just squeal. Yeah. Have you ever heard them talking? Yeah, they're obnoxious.
God is telling us the squirrels are going squirrely over in Betty's camp.
Yeah. Hey, my squirrels are like homing pigeons. I can send them out on a job and they'll come right back. They'll come back home. I might send them down to Bradenton.
Well, I had
spy cams.
I didn't have no more peanuts, and I went to go give him some wheat bread, and he looked at me like I was stupid, and then went and dug in the grass and pulled a peanut out from
You got any, when you run out of peanuts, if you have any cereal or any crackers, even just plain saltines, they freaking love them.
Oh, okay. I'll have to keep.
And they love cereal.
I was trying everything under the sun because he doesn't get on my doors or anything, but he just stares at me, and it's
one of them chewed right through the screen, didn't room on 2 spots. Going to cost several $100, $500-$600 to fix it.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
They came in here and tried to get the food. It wasn't my 2 that had been in my yard for 3.5 years. It was 2 of the neighbor. They are big boys because they're both boys. Mine are both. Well, I only have one now because Twinsy got hit by a car. It was sad.
It looks like a mother and a baby out here.
That's how I got Pop-Tart. Mama brought Pop-Tart and Twinsy and dropped them right at my door. 2 weeks later, she got killed by a rattlesnake.
Last week, I had a cardinal and a baby cardinal right in front of my house, right in front of my door. It was so awesome. They were bright
Where did
red.
she go? Yeah. Yeah, I have them in my yard, but the squirrels eat all their damn food, and I'm always fighting. And it's not my Pop-Tart won't go to the bird feeder. She goes to her feeding spots where I put her food. It's the strays that come in the yard. Yeah. They're the ones that pulverize the bird feeders, and it drives me up a wall.
Aww.
Okay, back to Betty.
About everything, in my opinion, I feel more confident going into this court than I did the last one, right? So, and we had that horrible attorney on the last one that it's just bad. I don't know how we can describe his performance other than terrible, absolutely terrible. And I fear for his clients. I really do. So we will be getting.
So because the attorney couldn't get her off, he's a bad attorney, and she fears for his other clients. She'll be saying the same about this attorney as well, if he doesn't get her off.
Oh, they'll have cameras in jail so we can find out how she feels about the judge when she's in jail.
My squirrels are huddled up in their tree nest, riding out the storm. Okay, I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to grab her peanut before she chews through my screen door.
Okay.
Addressing that issue,
I'm coming,
probably in the
motherfucker.
future when things settle down here and we work through this process, I probably will be addressing a lot of this stuff, but I won't be addressing it until it's finalized, right? And then we'll have a good discussion on it. But I'm absolutely feeling a lot more confident today, and I really appreciate my attorney. I have such respect and high regard for him. And I think that today is going to be, I don't know what to make of today. I don't want to say I think it's going to be a good day because we are in Sumner County, but I do believe that we have at least a fair shake, right? At least a fair shake, which I have been disadvantaged in this county from out the gate. So I think we're going to at least have a fair shake. We'll see where everything lands today. But for those that are going to be there in person, please either wear a green ribbon or something green. This is all about Sebastian. We should not be here. We should be out there. All the people that are coming in here for this should be out in the woods searching for Sebastian, but they don't want to. And of course, last night, people don't even have, I watched some of the stuff that was sent to me in clips or was on X because I don't go to these trash channels. But it seems to me that all these people are so concerned about, because I call them out, right? Because I think they're drug addicts, felons, criminals, right? These hate channels. We got people that are sleeping with everybody. I mean,
wait, what are you talking about? You're the only one that was sleeping with creators on here. Well, technically in a parking lot in the back of Chili's isn't sleeping, but you're the only one that was doing the dirty with other creators. And just because somebody reviews you or doesn't like you doesn't mean they're a felon or on rugs. Jeez. Is she for real right now?
She went
becoming a toxic waste. And so
yeah.
So I call these people out regularly. And the only thing that they got on their hands, if we can just get her in jail.
Who do you call out regularly? And what receipts have you ever shown? What are you talking about? You get called out regularly. Remember, you don't do the drama, Betty. Isn't that what you preach while you're doing the drama? Yeah, hey, Mona Lisa, they've been hot and heavy on Twitter. Hong has been. He's an idiot. He is such an idiot. He's just really gross. I mean, he's just gross.
Is he still in trouble? Isn't he in trouble with a RO or something?
I have who knows what them people, what's really going on.
Yeah, I don't really follow Hung. It just can't do it.
I hope he is in trouble. He deserves to be. He's just vile. He really is.
If we could just smear her, if we could just,
sneaky suspicion.
They look horrible. And so what they're trying to do is make everybody else look horrible. But there's just no possibility because they're trash. Like it stinks to high heaven. Everything that they say is stinky. It doesn't make sense. Even last night, they didn't even have anything to go on, but they were just like, oh my
gosh. Because it wasn't a planned interview, Betty. It wasn't planned at all. She came into chat. She wanted to go up. They let her up. They just let it play out naturally.
That's how you do an interview, Betty.
Your interviews suck, Betty.
Tell her.
They do. I mean, her interview was so scripted. It was ridiculous, and it was just stupid.
I agree.
And you couldn't vet anything Yada was saying, but yet you ran with it. You weren't even sure she was really even a cousin. It turns out she is, but not one they acknowledge or have had anything to do with, who would know absolutely nothing about Katie, Sebastian, and Chris's life. She had never even met him. Just saying.
And so somebody that the family isn't talking to, of course Betty's going to jump on that.
Uh-huh. And I said it back then when you reviewed her, and I stand on it today. And I was right. She was full of shit. She don't know Katie. She didn't know Chris. She didn't know Sebastian. She was not a part of their lives.
Not even their neighborhood.
Nope. And I was spot on then. And that's why I didn't give that interview much attention, Betty, because it was just bullshit, like everything else you put out.
She's threatening, you should do this, you should do that. I have freedom of speech in this country. I can tell anybody to go get bent when the hell I want to tell somebody to go get bent.
I get it. I totally get it now. I finally get it. It's okay for you to say whatever the hell you want. But when someone says something about you, you cry like a little bitch baby and run to court and file frivolous lawsuits and injunctions and restraining orders. Got it. Okay.
Shut the fuck up.
So I'm allowed to do, but no one else is. Because it's her rights. And her rights supersede anybody else's rights. Okay. Okay. They sure do, crazy. They sure do. I agree.
If anybody has a problem with it, guess what? Go get freaking bent. I don't care.
You do. Care, right? That's why you keep filing frivolous shit in courts all over the place. God, Betty, you have got to be one of the most miserable people on this earth. All your life is constant chaos. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Nope. I mean, like normal chaos of life, you know, kids and running and all that stuff. But hers is, she creates this chaos of hate and anger. And she just, that's what she lives in.
Hey, Betty, there's somebody in the chat here saying, Betty, get bent. I'm going to own that for them. I'm going to defend that person and say, Betty, get bent.
It's a new t-shirt. By the way, I am finally, I know I've been telling you, but I am finally ready to launch the t-shirts. It's just a lot to do on top of everything else I've had going on. Hey, Kate Mash, but get bent, Betty. That's going to be a t-shirt, because it could be anybody with the name of Betty. It was my mother's name.
In college,
my mother's name was Betty.
Oh no, she's not doing right with that name.
Oh God, my mom was nothing like her.
God bless you. For sure.
Here, at the end of the day, they have turned this case for Sebastian and turned it into a freaking mockery.
No,
Sebastian
you've done that.
Each and every one
what?
Of us. And more importantly, his freaking mom and stepfather. More importantly, his mom and stepfather. They have turned this slap into a S show. And it's appalling and it's disgusting. And we know the only reason why people run to the...
Wait a minute. So the mom and the stepdad have turned this case into a shit show. Huh. Huh. Can you show me where, Betty? Because the only people I've seen turning this into a circus is the alleged green team narrative.
Yeah. Well, I call them the brown team now. Poo-poo.
Yeah. Hey, Little C. Good to see you.
Hi, Little C.
Hey, Rebel Soul.
I hope you're doing well.
Oops. I hit my own link.
You're allowed to come up twice and overtalk. You're allowed to talk over everybody.
Oh, my Lord.
I love you, Kathy. You're so funny.
The channels that they run to is for one purpose and one purpose only.
What is it?
So,
what's the one purpose?
Guys,
no, you can't do that. You've got to tell us what the one purpose is. Because I need to know what the purpose is that I'm running to these channels that I don't run to. So please tell me. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, you're Kiwi man. I would believe she still does. And it's funny how Betty wasn't blocked. Yeah, I know. Little C, yeah, I know. But we can't announce lives. But yeah, I know.
Guys, more importantly, when you're praying for this judge, I want you to be praying for Sebastian too. You know where I want to be on your list of prayers today? Is at the bottom. Is at the bottom. I need your prayers, and I know that they're there, but I wanted to make sure that the judge and Sebastian come before me. And why
This has absolutely nothing to do with Sebastian. Stop putting this on this boy that's missing.
Kathy, I just checked my prayer list and she's not on it at all.
Yeah, I'm telling you, mine either. And the judge don't need your prayers, Betty. The judge is doing just fine. You want prayers that the judge sides with you. That's what you want. You're selfish. You're not caring about the judge for real.
Have to contact LE
Hey, Army vet.
search approved to find Sebastian. I mean, I live 2 hours. You don't have to. The only reason, like in Layla Santinello's case, when I was speaking to law enforcement about certain search areas, so that was really because they were still actively searching for Layla Santinello.
No, and Betty, stop it. You tried to insert yourself there. Epic flop. Epic fail. She's a grown adult, unfortunately, that chose a different lifestyle. The street life. The rug life. There's a big difference between a grown-ass adult who's deep in addiction and who didn't come around the family to begin with because of it. She was living in the streets, than a 15-year-old who ran away. No.
One thing that we did not want to do was search in an area that law enforcement had identified and us be there before law enforcement. That was one thing I didn't want to do. So, and they couldn't really tell me where they were going. So what I had to do is send a map to them and show them the area that I wanted to search and make sure, they couldn't tell me much, but they could tell me whether they were going to be in that area or if that area was good, good for me to search. Either they have already searched it or it wasn't on their list to search at all.
But you really did nothing but walk around and bitch. And you dropped Layla's case because you weren't making no money off Layla's case. It wasn't a big enough cash cow for you. You tried your stunts there too. You tried with the fake sighting of her during a live.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, she did. It's on my channel. Oh, yeah, she did.
Wow.
And she announced it live. She was live. It was a whole shit show. It was insane.
She's clean poop, right?
Yeah. And she had the lady or the woman on there who happened to be a Betty Stan and has a small channel who just happened to be the one to allegedly see Layla and give her bottles of water. But it wasn't Layla. She didn't see anybody. It was just a whole joke. And Betty ran with it live, of course.
I can't wait till she's off the internet.
Possibly be, but that's the only reason I could think that anybody would want to, know where you're at or, approve a search because, and I don't know if I've never heard that Sumner County requires approval to go search, public wooded areas. I've never heard that before. So one, it may just be a rumor that somebody, is passing around to prevent people from searching just, willy-nilly.
No one's trying to prevent anybody from searching, Betty. Stop it. You're making excuses why you haven't actually went out there and searched 1 minute for that child. Not once. You were too busy stalking, harassing, and threatening his family.
Because there's secret searches going on and they don't want people in the area where law enforcement is searching. Those are the only two reasons I can think of, but there's no real requirement. The only requirement you have is if you're going on private property is to have the consent of the owner. Anything that's public property, anything that's owned by the city or state, that's fair game. With some caveats to...
you notice how she puts with some caveats? That's not entirely true. It is not. Betty's full of shit as usual. Hey, everybody coming in. Welcome in. Do me a favor. Please hit that thumbs up. If you're not sub on up. You can also become a misfit like the rest of us. We do have you are a poolside misfit membership. Okay, that's my schmeal. I can't do it an hour long like Brittany does.
You don't
you know,
want to
more
go
sensitive
for an
areas.
hour and a half?
No, I can't do it.
Oh, man.
I can't talk about memberships for now. Look, either you're going to buy one or you're not, you know, and I'm fine either way. And I'm
Patty's
not,
up here.
I'm not begging for $90.99. I'm not doing it. Mm-mm.
Patty.
Hey,
Hey,
Petty,
here's the girl.
Hey,
good to see you. How
you
are you?
too. I'm all right, thank you. How are you?
Stressed, but getting ready.
I'm just about to do a drive-by because my phone's on 2% and my charger's playing up. I just wanted to come up here and hope and pray that she gets revoked today after that text message.
She can, even before that text message, which I didn't realize until in the middle of the night when I was just couldn't sleep. So I was cruising the internet looking for information. And she can get revoked if this appeals.
Yeah,
It is a possibility. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it is a possibility.
very possibly. And I hope she
Anytime,
does.
anytime
Hey,
you go to court with a violation, you can be
Beer
revoked.
can.
have I got the echo or is
Hey,
somebody
Tia.
else? I
Yeah,
can't hear. She's cooked.
Betty should be worried. If she wasn't, if I didn't see this worry in her face, then I would say she needs to check herself in for a 72-hour hold. But Betty's
Yeah,
clearly worried. Betty is totally, and she should be. That would be the normal thing.
I'm going to lose you, so I'm going to drop, but I'll come back up in a bit.
Okay, Betty.
All right, bye.
I
Thank
love
you.
her accent.
I love Petty. She's so cool.
She makes me giggle inside.
Yeah, I love it because she don't care. She gonna say it, and she stands on what she says.
That's an advocate, Betty. Take note.
Everybody's Betty's forehead.
It's like we had that federal one they were searching, they got on federal land. The way I look at that, federal land, it belongs to the American
No, it doesn't.
taxpayer. It doesn't
No, it
belong
doesn't.
to whatever organization is owning it.
Yes, it
or has
does.
their name on it, like
Yes, it
you know,
does.
United States Social Security Office.
Yes, they have the rights to that land, Betty, to say who's there and who's not there.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Ay.
This is what they call
That is a
vigilante. Vigilante justice is what she does.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Only there's never no justice.
Never.
federal property, right? That's owned by we the people. So
No, Betty, that's not how it goes. You have such a skewed impression or understanding of property rights, property laws, trespassing rights and laws, just the legal field in general. Miss Know-It-All, you really, truly know very little. And you do not understand what you do read because, yeah, that's not how it works, Betty. For instance, if I go lease a store, I'm leasing the building. The land sits on the building. I am responsible. And I can trespass anybody I choose to. Just like, I'll use your example, the Social Security Administration. They lease that property if they don't already own it. They have a right, whether they own it or lease it, to tell anyone they can't come into their property.
Mm-hmm.
You're wrong about that, Betty.
Especially if they feel a threat.
Mm-hmm. You cannot stand this. Yeah, I hear you. What's wrong with her? With her has not been established yet. I get that. She's going to need a couple therapists who need therapists just to get through a couple sessions with Betty. They're going to need therapy. We need some serious psychiatry in the building.
Quite get it, but I do know that there are some restricted accesses to some of our properties, so you have to be in the know of that as well. And those are lawful.
Betty, whoever is leasing said property can do the whatever restrictions they see fit. Oh my Lord. You've never been a business owner or nothing, I can tell. I can tell.
Restrictions that, just like, for example, a prison, right? If it's federal, it's probably not being ran privately. It's probably being ran by the government. It doesn't give us the right.
No, there's a lot of private corporations that are running the federal pins now. Beds, by the way, maybe Google that.
To be able to walk right in and go anywhere you want in the prison, right? Because there's security measures, security risks, and stuff like that. You have to be approved to be.
And it's the same as anybody renting a fucking property. If they don't want you there, they have the legal right to have you no trespass. And if you trespass, you will be arrested.
That's right.
I mean, geez, come on. Common sense is you're not just going to walk into prison or a jail and walk around, introduce yourself and say, hey, what's hanging? Come on now, God.
And why the hell are you so entitled to everybody else's property? Wrong.
Hey, Melinda, exactly. Yeah, well, they are Fish and Wild are already here, so. My mom owns an RV park. Guess who sets the rules? My mama. Exactly.
Yeah.
And the same thing as her example was the Social Security office. Go there and see who sets the rules at the Social Security office. Go ahead.
That property, you have to be approved to go into that property. You have to be approved to see whoever might be, housed in that property. So those are reasonable restrictions, even on, properties that the public own. When you talk about governmental properties, I just want to remind everybody.
Betty, the public doesn't own the properties, Betty.
The government owns.
It's not how it works.
When it's a government building, it's owned by the government, you jackass.
Oh, my Lord.
So we own the White House, even though none of us can just
Well, damn, I'm giving them an eviction notice so I can move in.
Fuck yeah, I just want the East Wing. Can I have the East?
I just need another bedroom. So that's really all I need is I need another bedroom.
With a glamorous bathroom, honey.
No, this is for the toddler, and it's for the 2 new additions to the family coming tonight, this evening.
There you go. Go get it.
Yeah, I need another bedroom. So I'm evicting them from the White House. If that's the case, shit. Does that mean I can go evict my neighbor who has more bedrooms?
Sure.
I could actually use 2 more, to be honest with you.
Go take it. Just go take it.
Just okay. According to Betty's thinking that's what I can do. Okay.
Get your night goggles
and
glasses so you can surf it out in the middle of the night, creepy as hell, like Betty does.
You are the government. I don't think people quite understand that, and we vote for representatives for ourselves, right? To go and have this, because you don't want 87 million people, in the state capitol having 3 minutes to speak on whatever they're approving. We send our representatives there. So that's just like a little tidbit. But I don't see why anybody would have to be approved for that. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Maybe they do. I haven't looked it up. And apparently neither have you. Because you've never intended on going searching for Sebastian.
No.
He's your cash cow without you doing anything other more than what you're doing. You've put no effort into him. The effort has all been into you stalking, harassing, and threatening his family. Yeah. And spreading disinformation all over the place. That's where you put your efforts. Nothing into actually helping find the boy.
Did she come before or after Tony Mathis?
Oh, really, Hope? Wow. She makes you so sad, so mad. Yeah.
See everybody. Who else? Oh, Outer Banks, member for 8 months. Thank you. I missed you because I remember seeing Melanie, and but I didn't see you. YouTuber. You
court starts at 1:30 or 1:45.
We don't know how the
court never starts on time, but I think it's either 1:30 or 1:45. And then whatever Clue puts out, any updates, who knows how long it'll take.
Going to play out in court. You know, we don't have crystal balls. All we can do is be prepared. And I feel like I'm prepared. I feel I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But
I thought it
I got
got
my
pushed back a half hour, a little bit later. I thought she said last night.
Angie's
Betty
knocking.
did. Yeah, I thought Betty, oh. Hey, I didn't expect that. I thought you had things to do. I'm glad you're here.
I got everything done as much as I can. The last thing I have to do is get dressed and grab the bag of garbage and go out the door. So.
Let me guess, your box didn't come today.
Nope.
Jesus criminy. It's been a week.
I told you it takes. I figured Wednesday or Thursday. Today's
Hey,
Wednesday.
Mariette Poppins. Oh, I'm sorry about that. I would have paid all that extra then.
No, it's no big deal. It'll arrive when it arrives.
Great old postal service. It should never take that long for a box to get from Florida to Wyoming. It's not even a big box.
As long as I'm waiting for a box, I always got something to do.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this hope bag.
So it's not the first time we've had to do things tired and exhausted. We know we didn't do anything wrong. I covered my bases. I made sure I was on public property. I didn't speak to anybody. I didn't see anybody, with the exception of Chris's stepdad. And we all know why I saw him. It wasn't because I was looking for him. It seems like he was looking for me. He wanted my tag number for whatever reason, which is very concerning for me, especially after, you know, the number of statements made by his stepson. So that's kind of where we're at in this. And I just want you guys to know I'm here. We'll see how the day turns out. I'm pretty sure everybody else is probably going to be going live before I have an opportunity to go live because, you know, obviously I've got things going on after court that I'm going to have to attend to. And but as soon as I'm humanly possible to get on this computer and let you guys know what happened, you know, from my position, I'm happy to do that, but it won't be immediately. So just pray for.
Oh, Betty, there will be people in the courthouse giving step-by-step reports. We will know the truth on what happens because the truth won't come from you. You'll spin it no matter what. But yeah, at least we'll know the truth. Too bad they don't allow Zoom because it'd be the fullest Zoom ever. It'd be full hours before court started.
Situation, pray over everybody in the situation and pray that we have a reasonable resolution today and move forward.
And he got it from being
so we'll see how everything goes.
Yep.
I love you guys.
Hey,
God bless you guys. And don't worry about me. Like I said, I'm a big girl. We just need prayer. Prayer moves mountains, and we need to pray over this judge. Okay, this judge needs a lot of prayers. He needs God in his ear, God on his shoulder, and God in his brain. So rock it out with your coffee beans out. Don't forget to be fearless. If you see something, say something. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound.
He only needs that because Betty wants you to pray that the judge rules in her favor. Other than that, she don't give two shits about that judge. She made it clear. She even went after his grandkids.
Here until next time, please be safe. But more importantly, kind of one another, guys.
Okay. Wow. Yikes.
Proof is in the pudding. She's a whack job.
She posted this today, just a couple hours ago. Oops. No, post. Let me share screen. I don't get doing a live this morning, honestly. I don't know. I would have been too stressed out, but that's just me. And
today, somebody said in the chat. She
says, Betty posted this 5 hours ago. Yada wants attention. And when you don't give it to her, she turns vindictive and lashes out. She doesn't want me running anything about her family, despite her telling me her cousin Francis wasn't around kids, which turned out to be a lie. I'm not okay with that. You don't allow RSOs like Francis around young children. Okay. She was mad, and I wouldn't take down a well-researched story. Yeah, wrong. You don't know. I was very respectful in the reporting because of our supposed friendship. When have you ever been respectful to Katie or her family? When? What delusion are you in? But now realize she was only friendly towards me to gatekeep relevant information. Yeah, gatekeep? She's not even, the family don't even associate with her. She's not gatekeeping shit. You don't have any relevant information, Betty. I was firm in my response not to modify my live, and as you can see where she ran just that quickly. This lady's entire family has but disowned her. She's lonely, looking for attention, and I pray for her. But let monitor how many times she flip-flops for attention. Okay? As I told her, I will no longer restrain my commentary for her benefit and will be providing a full report in the near future. She thinks Katie hurt her son, according to the interview she asked me to do. She told the entire world Katie had crocodile tears on the WSMV interview. Please review her interview. Much different than last night. What's changed? She hasn't talked to Katie, according to Chris last night. So what made flip-flop again? Vindictiveness? No, it was you, Betty, putting out the crap you were putting out. She claims. I don't know. And here's text messages Betty posted. I stand with you. I can't see the other one because the battery or the thing's covering it. I wish I could afford to rent a car and room to be there in court so they could all see a Rosenbaum standing their ground against their lies. I would be one proud lady to be by your side. I see that Dog has started Sebastian's army, which was always you, with designs by Sonia. How can Sonia protect her Sebastian's army designs? And are you still Sebastian's army? That was all from Yada. Betty's response, no one really owns it. I'm glad it's not initiative versus saying. I think it'll help a lot of people in the future. Keep fingers crossed. Well, we also seen the email you sent her, or the message you sent her last night, Betty.
Hell, Jay read it this morning.
Which email? The one that I read? Or a different one?
No, Jay read the text message that was sent to Yada last night.
Yeah, from Betty. Yeah, I read that. I just read it a little bit ago. I didn't get to watch hardly anybody I didn't get in anybody's chat this morning. It was a crazy morning. School bus was running late. Oh, my Lord.
Molly was on Jay's, and that's how I heard it.
Molly was on Jay's panel?
Yeah.
So she didn't show up in Tennessee for court, huh? Oh, my God. Molly on Jay's. I gotta see this. Let me see. Oh, she's still live, so I can't show it. Okay. Oh, Molly's and Clue's up there with Molly. Wow. Okay. Oh, that's some wild shit. Let's all pray that he is held accountable and the judge does the right thing. Prayer moves mountains. I guess Molly's better than UA. Kind of put them in the same little category over there. Um,
Can I just whine for a moment?
Sure.
I am so tired of having to rush and fluff and stuff and put things away for these stupid fucking showings. I'm so over it.
Make him give you a 24-hour notice.
I had exactly 24-hour notice for this showing. I got it at like 11 o'clock yesterday, and it's at 1 o'clock today. It's over 24 hours.
Yeah, I dreaded all that.
Because
thankfully mine only lasted the morning showings, and I had enough contracts, couldn't take any more contracts, and it was basically sold. I was so thankful. I couldn't imagine having to do day after day. Ugh. It feels like an invasion of privacy. But I know you got to look at, I even felt that way when I was looking at houses to buy. I always felt weird, like I wasn't, if it was somebody else's house and not a new build, that I was invading their privacy, you know? I don't know. She has crazy with a touch of psychotic written all over her.
Schizophrenic. Not diagnosing her, I'm just saying.
She did a live yesterday. Clue's got to jump down if she's going to court.
What time is her court? 1 o'clock?
I thought Betty said last night though that okay. Wait a minute, I'm not looking. Okay. I thought Betty said last night that court got delayed. I think it was either 30 or 45 minutes.
Oh, she's delaying down to the minutes now. Nervous, bitch.
No, I don't think it was that delay. I think it was a court delay. I don't think it was her.
I know. I'm just teasing her. Hey, if she can aggravate the world, so can I aggravate her.
She's a trip. So I don't think we reviewed this. I don't think we reviewed this. Oh my God. I got to show you this. This is fucking much. This bitch is for real. This bitch is she's fucking lost in her fucking head. I mean, oh, wait.
I'm going to find the latest in conversation. Enjoy yourself.
But not your booty hole. Is that the same as a mullet?
I don't know. You got a mullet, Betty.
My tongue out her ass and left. I'm on TV. Oh, shit. First Cox, now this. Oh.
That's a woman who has protection orders against her. Yikes. Oh my gosh. She made that part of her intro.
Good morning, guys. I'm hoping, cross my fingers, that I'm coming in clear for you guys. As you guys know, I'm on internet and cheap hotel internet, which never works well for me. But
Well, it's because you
hopefully
always
you guys
stay in
can
dives.
see me. Hopefully you guys can see me. Good morning, Eeyore. Deanna, it's nice to see you. Denise, good morning. Alicia, hey honey, I hope you're doing well. Melanie, good morning. Tracy, it's nice to see you. Diane, nice to see you. We have another Alicia. Good morning. See, we got two Tracy. Judy, crier. Christy, Nicole, it's nice to see you all this morning. So we're going to have a topic of conversation. This is going to be, we're going to try to go as long as we can, but I've got a lot
I haven't
of stuff
seen
to
you
do
around.
today.
I hope all's okay. I mean, I've seen you around, but not, you know what I mean. Not here. It's good to have you back in chat. I watched Sinners. The end of it. I seen what happened. Fuck him.
I got a lot of.
All you did was ask an honest question. You weren't being shady about it. You weren't being shitty. You just asked an honest question, which isn't that what he's all about?
Hundreds of hours reviewing footage, hundreds of hours doing a whole mess of stuff. So
yeah, I know it has.
At the end of the day, you know, I've got a lot of stuff. Tomorrow's the big day, right? Tomorrow's the big day. So you guys got to pray, you know, get your prayer. If you guys hit your knees, please say one for BullhornBetty. We're here safe, you know, happy, healthy. You know, our victims, we don't get to know if our victims are happy or healthy or, you know, eating or getting a cup of coffee. You know, most of our people, we don't know where they are, but they've been gone for a really long time. So we have to at times think the worst. So I'm thankful I'm here to live through the struggles, because the people that we cover on this case or cover on these cases typically don't. So, you know, I'm already winning just by waking up, right? And so are you. So be blessed today. Realize we are blessed people. Oh, Annette, it's nice to see you from West Australia. Well, thank you. Thank you. And a big shout out to Andrea. When I did go live, I think it was only just go live for a few minutes last night. And it's a blur. It honestly is absolutely a blur. But again, I'm thankful to be here.
So
I'm thankful to be around.
Your 7-minute live is a blur? But you did this one. Okay. You did this one right after. Stop.
That care for me, love me, care for these cases, love these
Not
cases,
yet.
and want the best
Court
for them.
didn't start
So
yet.
we're around a bunch of good people, and that is the best that we can have for a situation like this. And we just move forward, right? We keep putting one foot in front of the other. This has got to work its way out. We believe in the justice system. We believe in God Almighty. We believe in all of these things. So we have to trust and believe, because what good is it to preach all of this
seems
stuff?
like there ain't no atheists in foxholes, is there? Talk about a last ditch Hail Mary.
Whole last ditch.
It went nowhere either.
Oh Lord.
Understanding and then not have faith in what we preach. So we have to all have faith. So that's where we're at today. Now we're on the case of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Nothing is going to deter us from advocating for this boy that has never that has no evidence of even leaving his home, has evidence of walking in and no evidence of walking out. And, that's been the crux of everything that we've been dealing with here, is the avocation of this teenage boy that has been fighting since the day he was born, and we don't know if he's still fighting, and that's the reality of it. And if he's not still fighting, there was a very limited number of people around him, and that's what we have to remember. That's what we have to remember. Child isolated in a locked home, guarded by military family. We need to really look at those factors.
Oh,
but that's not what it's about.
We played her live. We just finished her live from this morning. She's totally worried. It's written all over her face. And that's normal. What would not be normal is if she wasn't. I don't give two shits. I love that name.
Oh my God, I want to make a sticker out of that face.
I do. Yeah. Don't give two shits.
I like the one where she was cross-eyed yesterday.
Yeah. That pause.
Betty, you're hysterically.
Yeah, it was supposed to, but last night Betty said when I was reviewing her, somebody in her chat, she commented back to somebody in her chat something about it being 30 or 45 minutes put up. I don't know if that's true or not. A court never starts on time. I know. I had to spend enough time there.
It's ready, Freddy, Cash. I'm in the middle.
Yeah, the docket still has it set for 1. Shit, I'd be sitting on a Zoom with these sitting for an hour and a half waiting for our case to be called. It'd be like, come on, you told me to have the kids here in front of this camera at 11. It's fucking after 12. Then you're gonna break for courts they just never cooperate on time. Not in my experience anyway. Oh,
Lord. My volume is low. How do I fix that?
How did you fix it? You want me to? I'll turn it up.
He just said I'm low. I have a big mouth, Cash. You sure you want anyone to turn that up?
No, I turned it down because sometimes when you guys come up, it's really loud. So I turn it down. There, now talk.
Am I loud enough now?
I turn it down on my end.
Mine low. I got a big mouth, girl.
There you go. All right.
Today we're going to be giving up some credit to Hindsight. I'm going to dip into this video real quick because I'm sure many of you guys, good morning, Seth. Well, how are you doing this very, very early morning? It is 6 a.m. I've already been working for 3 hours.
They're on their way.
I needed a break,
cool.
some coffee, a break.
And are on their way to the courthouse. We'll get updates through them.
To take just a little bit of time and come to you guys and show you guys some things and have a discussion. We're not going to have a discussion on Hindsight's videos so much, but I do want to make sure that everybody that comes across my channel sees it because I think it's
why are you not having a discussion about the video you're trying to push? You jelly? You don't want to pull more attention away from you?
Very important. So without further ado, I'm just going to go ahead and pop this up, let you guys listen to it, and then we're going to go over an email, and the email is really the topic of our discussion today.
Cool little tidbit. So you know how certain phone companies have these trackers for their phones to track their kids and things like that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we have that.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just me and Katie and the kids. It's actually my whole family's involved with it. And we have that Life 360 on our phones.
Using Life 360 to track your location, there are several methods to pause or hide your location with minimal notifications. One simple approach is to enable data saving mode on your iPhone or Android, which disables background app refresh, preventing Life 360 from updating your location. You can also turn off Wi-Fi, either for the whole device or just the Life 360 app. But using low data mode is preferable to avoid showing a location pause status. Alternatively, you might consider purchasing a prepaid phone to
see. So this kind of gives you kind of everything in a nutshell. It's about just a few minutes. I want you guys to hear this. You can pause.
Also turn off Wi-Fi, either for the whole device or just the Life 360 app.
This is very interesting.
But using low data mode is preferable to avoid showing.
With somebody that has knowledge of, systems and developing, would they know to do this? Possibly.
A location pause status. Alternatively, you might consider purchasing a prepaid phone to use as a burner for Life 360, allowing you to sign in with your account while leaving it in a different location.
This video is stupid because it has nothing to do with Chris or Sebastian. They didn't buy a burner phone. He openly, so what if him and his parents use 360? So what?
It's designed to protect children and stuff. What are you thinking, Betty, you pig?
Mm-hmm. Hey, Taylor. You're just not saying your opinion on Betty anymore. She's just...
just give us
advanced
the
options.
You can hitting it for you.
And download a location spoofing
this
app.
Has nothing
Though this may
to
require jailbreak.
So what Hindsight? You make no sense. Where did he say he bought a burner phone or anything else? I mean, geez. So what if they use an app? A lot of people use it. What and
your iPhone or
So here's a little.
So I thought that was pretty interesting. I think everybody.
Why? How? Why was it interesting? It doesn't pertain to them at all. It doesn't pertain to what he never said nothing about a burner phone.
Mm-mm.
A lot of people use shared locations and stuff. Nothing wrong with that. People use it all the time. I mean, nothing wrong with families using it either. I mean, you guys try to make something out of nothing. You take everything out of context, you twist it up, and you try to make it something it's not. It's aggravating as hell. Hey, Shauna. Brittany's showers are relaxing. Oh my God. They are. I love to take a shower before I go to bed. For a burner phone, she dry bagging.
She wants to put that in her butt cheeks to go to jail with. Nasty. Don't you know they search you? You like it.
I need me a burner phone. The Seth did, but not Chris. Exactly, Shauna. I don't know why I need a burner phone. I don't know what you do with them, but
I'll give you my phone. I hate phones. Just keep the phone number so that I can call you once in a while.
What do you do? Walk into the store and say, "Hey, I need a burner phone"? I mean, do they know what you're talking about?
No, all a burner phone is a prepaid basic phone.
Oh, you mean like you can buy an AT&T prepaid phone with minutes on it? Or
you
okay. Got it. Hell, them just seem like they'd cost you more money in the long run. Anyway, I don't know.
Hear that and understand the program. A lot of us don't really, like I used to have Life 360 way back when, whenever I had my stepdaughter, my husband, you know, especially with my husband being out there in the field, going to people's houses and stuff like that to do service work. I wanted to make sure that if he got lost, I could find him and tell him where to turn. And we actually had to do that when he was heading to Ohio one time.
Has anybody found out about these alleged search warrants and doors being kicked in and shit? I didn't know that's what they called the prepaid phones. I think everybody has a prepaid service. I don't know. Not much about that shit. I don't care. I don't pay attention to it. Betty knows all about it, though, evidently. Betty, how many burner phones you got? We know you got that AT&T hotspot you bitch about all the time. My hotspot works fantastic. I don't know why you have such a hard problem. The kids drain mine real fast, though.
To pick up his mom. And they were lost. And so I was able to get on there, know exactly where they are, and told them to turn here, turn here, turn here, and walk them through back to an interstate where they could, keep going. So it is a very, I have experience with this very particular app. I no longer use it. I haven't used it in, I want to say since 2019, maybe even, I think about 2018, 2019, I stopped using the app because it's just me. So it is what it is. But again, it's just for your information.
But it's not relevant information, Betty.
And that's
got a nothing burger.
And that's such a big answer. It's just me.
Prepay, you can get a plan with them. Oh.
And I thought that was interesting because that is one specific app we
definitely
know about. But again, we really don't know about it because it's coming from the stepdad. And we know that the stepdad has been, has not provided a lot of the truth, right? There's been a lot of inconsistencies.
No, there's not been a lot of inconsistencies. The foundation of their story has stayed the same. However, the Green Team's narrative, let me tell you, millions of inconsistencies.
In his statements. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm seeing that my internet is a little unstable this morning. I apologize. Like I said, I think that's a direct result of crappy internet.
It's her. She's unstable. It's not the internet.
wondering if I should turn it on. I have better Wi-Fi signal, Wi-Fi hotspot signal than I do internet here. Like my hotspot on my phone is like, I got 5G in all the bars where I'm at, and I got 2 bars in the hotel from their internet, which is ridiculous, but I digress. But I wanted to read something to you. I'm going to be on a different page, so I'm not going to see your comments. And then when I read it, I'll come back over here because I got to read it. And I don't want to bring it up onto the screen because it was something that somebody sent me. And I really don't have the permission to throw their name out there. We all have conversations. And just because we have emails and conversation doesn't.
You're going to read this as something factual, but it's not factual because somebody sent you a random email. You're going to run with it? Yeah, okay, Betty. Oh, that's right.
You
Betty
caught
says,
that throat clearing. You caught that throat clearing, didn't you, Kathy?
Remember now, Betty says that it's factual because it comes from her. But it doesn't mean where she got it from is factual. But because she then repeats it, it becomes factual.
Oh.
Yeah. When she said that, I just looked at her like, are you fucking serious? Did you really just say that?
Wow.
And then she repeated it.
Doesn't mean you want your email out there, but doesn't necessarily mean you want your name or your email address out there. So I got to be very careful with the email. So I figure for this one, we'll read it and have a discussion. It looks like it's broke down into 1, 2, 3.
Guys, I'll be happy to bring up my emails and we can read them and have a whole ass discussion about them, but you might be pretty freaking bored.
4, 5. Let me get down to the bottom of it. It looks like we have 9 little sections. 9 sections here. It's quite lengthy. That's why I figured designating this whole entire show to this email was going to be sufficient because it's such an involved email. So we have 9 sections to this email. Thank you, by the way. You'll know once I start reading who sent this to me. We'll call this person KK, not to be mistaken with Justin's KK, which we really don't like. Okay, so this is a different KK.
Wow.
Just thought I'd let you know. So it says,
She's
I know
such
you'll
a nice
understand
person.
this. I know a lot want to say Sebastian is alive because Seth has hope. I fed a lot of questions into AI Grok. Grok is a genius. To see what came back and thought you may find this interesting and asked, have you tried this? No, I've plugged a few things into Grok, but I haven't, not this involved. So we're going to get into this. It gave me some very interesting theories. The more specific I got or entered what I believe are relative and important points, such as DCS records, Chris leaving in his RV, unaccounted for time, flashlight video, even similar behaviors with Chris Watt's response. I also put in why things have not been solved by LE and Seth having renewed faith in LE. I even asked what could have happened if Katie and Chris unalived him. I thought I would share some of the results with you. Now, remember, guys, this is AI. This is literally just a talking point. Oh, do I see?
Oh my God, this is all made up shit. Eddie, this is all bullshit. So now you're using AI to get your facts from. Oh Lord.
Good job.
You can't make this shit up. You really cannot make this shit up. Has been highly debunked so many times. She plays an excellent judge. Just saying. I believe Seth's mom needs to confess
Plays a better
about the
asshole.
secret of what Sebastian told her. If there is even a secret.
Sorry.
Yeah, Robin said some things and then turned around and backtracked on a lot of what you said. My OnlyFans, yeah. That's why I'm broke. I don't even make any money on my OnlyFans.
Hi, it's nice to see you guys. I hope you're doing well. So remember, this is all conjecture. This is all hyperbole, so to speak. This is not saturated in, I mean, there are some factual points, right? So factual information was plugged in to provide these
nothing factual
AI
about it.
theories. Okay, so it's theoretical.
There's nothing
in nature.
factual
So I just
about
want to, caution.
AI theories or AI. They're nothing, not zilch.
Everybody before you run with this or take this to other channels and say, oh my gosh, did you see this? Did you see? But this is all hypothetical. This is all theory based.
You are
AI stuff.
Well, how come I haven't seen those messages? Damn. It sends you to booba.
On factual information that was plugged in, but just because the factual information was plugged in doesn't mean that the theories spit out are fact. Okay, it's just assumed based upon fact. And we do that a lot here, right? We have a foundation of fact and we build our theories and speculation upon the facts to see what it could imply, right? Just because, we may come up with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things, right? On one factual basis. So we know that Sebastian was in the home, right? And disappeared. So we can come up with literally a lot of theories based upon those facts, right? And it doesn't mean that those theories or that speculation is accurate. It just is something that can be derived.
You don't do it that way, Betty. You state it not as opinion or theory. You state it as fact.
From the factual statements that we have. So hopefully I'm not confusing you or over speaking, but I just wanted to clarify that. So I think Grok puts things very well. Where a body could be hidden and why LD is where they are at, the Proudfoots are not in cuffs. I know your perspective is similar to mine. Proudfoots, unalived, Sebastian, and LE messed up. On the fence about premeditation or not, Seth renewed faith in LE bothers me, but even Grok takes the emotion into account. I know this is long, but it could make a very interesting series of lives for you. And I appreciate your hard work and have been invested since he went missing. So we're going to go through some of this stuff. And it says the first one is, this is what she plugged into the system, I'm assuming. And number 1 says, where to hide Sebastian if he's still alive. So very interesting. So she is like, hey, Phil, it's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Find Sebastian. Someone in Facebook group asked if someone in Justin's live yesterday commented about 3 a.m. car got impounded. That would be interesting. I didn't get a chance to watch anybody's live yesterday, so I'm kind of don't really. Flocker's dad, it's nice to see you. I would know, because I mean, outside of the mob crew and some other things, I don't really have any information on the 3 a.m. car. I'm at the mercy of other content creators that have more.
Oh my God, again about this car. Crime Time Buzz is a liar. She lies all the time. There was no 3 a.m. car impounded. Oh my God. How many times does this got to be debunked?
I'm a little offended by her title up there that says true crime community. It's about the victims, and she's got herself up there with all those people. I'm a little offended by that.
These people do not exist to you, but she continued. No sympathy. Locked the gob shit away from others. I agree.
Solid connections in that community than I do, right? I spoke to people literally at the beginning of this case that were in that community and derived some information, some mild information, just basically because at the time everybody was saying that Katie was having this illicit affair, and so I was talking to neighbors, it
was rumor and gossip from the Facebook page, JLR's to be exact. And you ran with it, knowing it was bullshit, Betty. There was no affair. The neighbors never told you shit. You lied like you always do.
I was talking to neighbors. I wasn't talking to neighbors. Somebody on the ground that was communicating with me. I was instructing them to ask certain questions. And nobody's seen this illicit affair. As a matter of fact, the information I got is nobody ever really went to their house. It was very few and far between that they would have company. That was the understanding I had at the very beginning of this case. So I didn't put a whole lot of stock into the illicit affair, or the neighbor, which a lot of people believe. And I'm not going to take your belief away. It's just that there's nothing for me that corroborates that statement for me to, spend time on it. It's not it doesn't have any direct effect with Sebastian, whether true or untrue, unless we were implying that he's the helping hand, right? And I don't think anybody has really stated that. I mean, there were some people that came out and said, oh, this guy, behind them, blah, 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 blah. But that's, neither here nor there. Oh, and Nets, thank you. Did you hear today that the 3 a.m. car has been identified and impounded? So it has been identified. Is that what? Okay, so I misunderstood it, what they were saying. So it's been identified and then law enforcement impounded it? This might be a step in the right direction. Am I understanding that correctly? If somebody knows let me keep reading here. They were supposedly, you can't cheat if your spouse is okay with it. Yeah, but see, that's another thing. And I agree with you, Chaos, but the problem is who made those assertions? I can't find them. And when I do find them, I find them from some other content creator that's never had contact with these people. So it's like, are you sitting there thinking that this happened and now passing it off as true, which a lot of people do. I understand and appreciate your honesty. Oh, thank you, Alicia. I just asked about it. No, I think that was a theory. Wendy says, I think that was a theory. Don't know what is fact. There you go, Regina. Welcome to the club. Chris said it with things he said. He confirms it. Chaos, would you send me, if you've got, now you may have just watched it and don't have links for it now, but if you do or come across that, would you mind sending that to me at bullhornbetty@gmail.com? I definitely would like to look at that if those things were said and how they were conveyed, especially with the swinging aspect of things. Some people are a little more liberated than Bullhorn Betty. Just saying, not that I'm criticizing or anything, I'm just a prude. Okay, what can I say? I'm just a prude. Yeah. If you can't, it's no big deal. I just like to see it because if there is something out there that I'm not talking about that can be corroborated, obviously we're not. I'd like to make sure that anything that is corroboratable is presented to the audience. Even if it's a theory base, but it's based upon some type of fact, I'd like to present it if I can, but I don't want to present, obviously things that are just wild rumors or salacious in nature that don't really have any facts to support it. But if you can find it, find it. If you can't, no big deal. Maybe somebody else will run across it and send it to me if they find it. But I'd like to find out about that. We've been hearing a lot about this, and everything that I found out early on in the case just didn't support it. But there's been so much because that was all the way back in April, right? And so from April last year to April, this year, it's been a full year. I'm certainly there might be more information out there than when I originally addressed it. So that would be great to have if we can find it. People are saying Bobby Worsham died. My understanding, he was only 44 years old. I did see that on Smiley's World, but is that local? Because it sounded like she was talking about somebody in her community, and maybe I just misunderstood that. But I saw the post on Smiley's World. I think it was a post on her channel. And when I read it, I'm like, oh, maybe it's just the same last name, and maybe this is just somebody that she knew in her area. So I was confused about that, and I was meaning to clarify, but it's hard to clarify when you're driving 12 hours, which is what I was doing yesterday. I'm exhausted, but that's okay. We can be exhausted and still put one foot in front of another. Just letting you know. Just letting you know. I looked it up. It's true. Okay, Forrest. Well, like I said, if anybody can send me that stuff, because it's not that I think my audience is lying to me. It's just that I can't, because the way things work, we have to present receipts, right? So if I'm going to talk about something, I want something presented. That's really it. Hey, me and you, Florida girl. It's nice to see you. It's nice to see you. Okay, so let's get back to the email. So this is what she asked. She said, where to hide Sebastian if he's still alive? So this is the response. You're asking about the most likely place to hide a teenager like Sebastian Rogers, assuming he's still alive and not unalive, in plain sight. That's what they said, in plain sight, given the context of his disappearance on February 26, 2024 from Hendersonville, Tennessee. We've been discussing the case. A 15-year-old autistic teen vanishes barefoot from a locked home the night before footage of a flashlight, an unknown vehicle, 5 DCS reports, and the suspicious behavior of the mother, Katie Proudfoot, and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, who aren't actively pushing a reward or searching. The landfill search found nothing, and it's now March 29th, 2025. Let's explore where he could be concealed, assuming he's alive and hidden cleverly, but visibly. So, and then it puts in parentheses, not parentheses, but quotes, hiding in plain sight. Means blending into everyday life where no one suspects. Think locations or situations so normal they're overlooked. For teenagers, the key
what Betty
is keeping
I don't want to hear this.
Contour. It's close enough to whoever took him, whether a stranger. Do we know when this allegedly happened, and how did we find out about it? The car. Do you think they could have private property?
Oh my
This family,
God.
yes, I do. We've got a family here that has people in the Secret Service, people in Homeland Security, or excuse me, I don't think Secret Service, I think Homeland Security. We have, lots of tentacles to a lot of the law enforcement around here, and family members that is a pretty big developer in this community, i.e. politicians pay attention to, right? So is it possible? Yeah, there's a possibility. We have a construction company that probably owns a lot of property in a lot of places. His entire family is all over the United States. So yeah, it's absolutely possible those properties. Another very strange happening. I think it's somebody's private property in the family. It might be. It might be. Does anybody know where the how the impounded car was verified? I know people are in here talking about an impounded car, but I just want to know, did anybody show how they verified the information? That was not disclosed, Betty, just that it was impounded. How do they know? That's the question I have. How do they know? because I have to think that somebody leaked the information to them. Like, not sure when I first heard it on Crime Time Buzz, and I know she's got tentacles in that community. So it has to be somebody from that community that gave her. There's been no official confirmation. It's a rumor based on nothing.
Nobody has seen any
Seth,
proof of anything you state, because there isn't. Where's the CPS reports? And what do they contain, and who are they really about, if they even exist?
If you're still in the chat, I'd be reaching out to law enforcement about that, and see if there's any truth, because that seems very important. If true, that sounds like a very, very important lead and potential evidence. Crime Time Bug calls someone, and they okayed her to tell everyone, but that was all she was allowed to say. And like I said, I like Crime Time Buzz. I have had no problems with Crime Time Buzz. I haven't found any place that she has went out of her way to be salacious to for attention or anything like that. So thank you for letting me know that. But we don't really have any other information. So hopefully it is true. But I'm kind of just going off what's being said in the chat. I don't know personally whether it's true. I'm just finding out about it this morning as you guys are writing in the chat. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to get to it today. I've got a full plate. When I say full plate, I mean a full plate. So all right, let's get back to this. So now we know that there is a possibility of him being hidden in plain sight, which is
she could be. She could be. I said she could be violated, or she could get
revoked.
She could get her, the judge could rule in her favor and dismiss the POs. I don't see that happening, but it's a possibility. It's a possibility she could get revoked and have more charges.
Somebody said in the chat that there was a different judge.
It is a different judge, and that's where my concern comes in at, because it wasn't the same judge that dealt with her.
Yeah, maybe he took himself off the case because of the threat.
No, because it's appeals. It goes to a different court, a different judge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
An appellate court.
I hope Chris and Katie get a restraining order on you and do
which is a possibility. I think we've discussed it at some point early on in this case, that he could be hidden in plain sight. What does that look like? Well, according to Grok, that looks like him being within 50 to 100 miles of his home, far enough away that he's outside of the direct search area, but close enough that they can still manage him. And and we have to assume that this is going to be more of a familial abduction than a third-party stranger danger abduction, because he was so isolated and didn't go out, didn't play, didn't have internet.
Never starts on time. Never. Maybe Betty was telling the truth when she said it got pushed back. I think it was either 30 or 45 minutes, because they haven't started. Or at least there's no word on anything as of yet.
That into consideration when doing this. Yes, we could say, it could be a third, but where did the third party get introduced, right? Everything that the third party would be introduced at is not in this case, has no factual relevance. It's not like this kid was online. It's not like this kid was in groups. It's not like this kid was, playing these video games and all these chat rooms and stuff like that. We don't have those facts in this case. What we do have for facts is he was very isolated. His parents wouldn't let him have internet. So it's removing all of those other possibilities, because he didn't have access. So we have to look at that. So if he was abducted, the probability of the abduction being familial versus unknown is much greater. And actually, the probability of that in statistics this day and age, is you're more likely to be abducted by somebody you know than you don't know. Period. Okay, this is going to be the hard one. So Seth, if you're in the chat, you may want to give me just a second. I gotta get this, clear my throat. Hold on a second.
Oh, that's right. They're in Tennessee's an hour behind us.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting about that. So
Central.
yeah, that makes sense why it hasn't started too. Hopefully it'll start on time. I totally forgot about that. Thank you, Truck You, because I totally forgot that.
All right, sorry about that, guys. So let's go on to number 2. Now, this, like I said, this is going to be the one that Mr. Rogers probably doesn't want to be here.
Could be reversed image. Could be.
Because it's going to be a little more in your face. Okay, this is if he was unalived. Okay, so if Sebastian was unalived, you're asking about the best way Katie Proudfoot or Chris Proudfoot might have disposed of Sebastian's body if they unalived
my
him.
Lord.
Given the details of his
Now,
disappearance
this
on
is the day before court, and you talking about them disposing of.
February 26th from their Hendersonville, Tennessee home, we've covered the case. A 15-year-old autistic teen gone barefoot from a locked home on from a locked home. The February 25th footage of flashlights in an unknown vehicle. 5 DCS reports. Their suspicious behavior, not pushing a reward or searching, and the landfill search finding nothing. It's March 29, 2025, and while law enforcement finds no foul play evidence, which that was back a year ago when they made those statements, almost a year ago to the day.
And they've
I don't
stuck
think
with
they
it.
believe that anymore, but I don't know. We have had no communication with law enforcement. So let's read this again. Law enforcement finds no foul play evidence. Let's explore this hypothetically, focusing on effectiveness and feasibility tied to the context. If Katie or Chris were responsible for unaliving him, say accidentally during a confrontation, DCS hints at tension, or deliberately, they need a method to dispose of a 112-pound 5'5" teen that leaves no scent, no body, and no traces despite searches. The best way would be to maximize concealment, leverage their resources, and explain the lack of evidence. Here's the most likely approach. Again, this is rock AI. Burial in a remote, private location with chemical treatment stands out. I think this stands out.
Okay, but the thing is, Betty, Chris wasn't there, and Katie was seen in her neighborhood looking for her son. Other than that, she was at home, Betty. So, yeah, this theory holds no water.
As many people may or may not know this, but Terry Bowersox, this is Chris Proudfoot's stepfather, was arrested for chemicals. This was years ago, and people were kind of making it seem like it was a Breaking Bad type of situation,
right?
But it may not be. It may be something else. We don't know, but we definitely know he's the only time I've ever seen anybody being charged with chemicals in all the cases we've covered. This is the first for me. Terry's the only person I have ever met that has been, or even a case that I covered that has been arrested for chemicals, for certain chemicals. And I can't remember what chemicals it was, but apparently it was unlawful for him to have them. So we'll have to go back to that. I know some people have seen that. So if you know when that arrest was, you're more than welcome to put it in the chat. Okay. So now we got that. That I found interesting because we do have somebody that literally has been arrested for chemicals. Only one person. So let's see here. So chemical treatment stands out. They'd use a spot they control or know, like family land, a friend's rural property, or woods within 50-mile radius of Hendersonville. Think Sumner, Wilson, and Robertson County. Tennessee's got dense forest and rocky soil. Remember those marks on Chris Proudfoot's arms? And many people believe that those marks on his arms are bite marks and scratches.
No, that's what you said. We don't even know if they're real.
Marks, and I said I'm kind of conflicted with it. It could be that, but see,
that's not what you said. You lying piece of shit. You did several videos showing these pictures and zooming in on them because you got them off Spanky. Real credible source for pictures.
Right.
You lying piece of shit. You clearly said they were from Sebastian. That they were not from any dog.
Been out in the swamp searching for people, right? We went out there for Paul and Miranda. I was in Tennessee mountains and horrible terrain for the search in Summer Wells. We were out there searching for Holland Snap and Layla Santinello in the forest. And there's been a lot of marks and cuts that I've got on my arms that went a lot of different directions. And I guarantee that some of those did look like bite marks, and they were just scratches and abrasions from walking thick forest. So I agree that they do look like scratches and bite marks, but I also agree that they could be something else. But I still think that some of it has to do with woods. And you guys know I brought that up 1,000 times from Sunday, multiple times on the show, that we have to be cautious with those marks on his arm, because to me, I've always said it looks like he was in the woods.
That's now, again, not what you said.
It's just my theory. And of course, the bite marks and scratches are somebody else's theory. Could it be a part? Could it be from? That's what I was thinking with spring winds. I've always kind of thought.
Could it be none of the above and they never existed? Just saying.
Were deep enough that they were what looked like what my arms looked like when I came out from looking for Paul and Miranda. In all fairness, you guys remember I had huge $50 sized blisters on my feet. We were out there. We did 20 square miles of searches in the swamp with alligators and God knows what else. It was water moccasins, all of that. I mean, it was.
You did not do 20 square miles.
I was just thinking that.
Damn, why couldn't
feet, but not
Yeah.
20 square miles.
Betty, we watched you search. You searched for 17 minutes. You actually didn't search. You just walked around live bitching on your phone.
Yeah.
I've also seen you supposedly searching in Idaho. Betty, why couldn't it have been a day the gators were feeding? Why
Yeah, she
couldn't it?
only went like, what, 10 feet and sat on a log?
There's no way this woman was in no water with no damn gators and water moccasins. Get the hell out of here. Betty.
She was stepping on them like stepping stones. She's such a warrior.
Mm.
And that's by the time I got done, I looked just like that. So it's hard, right? It's hard because people kind of see or believe what they see or believe. But I've always thought that looked like somebody carrying somebody into the woods for me. But I don't know. So let's get back and finish this part up. I think we're only going to do 2, and we'll come back to number 3. Well, I still got some time. Maybe we'll go through 1, 2, and 3 today, and then we'll come back for the rest of it.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so now where are we? Tennessee's
thing?
got dense forests and rocky soil, a shallow grave dug 2 to 3 feet deep, covered with lime or bleach to mask the scent and speed up decomp. Could do it. Katie was home that night. Chris was in
no, because critters will dig it up. So yeah, hence is why they find bones all over the forest. You know, Betty. Yeah, that's not. You're forgetting the most important part of all this. Chris was out of town. He hadn't been around at all till after the fact. After Sebastian went missing, then he came home, which expected. So yeah, this AI theory don't fit.
But could have returned to coordinate. The unknown vehicle in the footage, potentially theirs or an accomplice, could have transported the body 10 p.m. The body post 10 p.m. thud. Katie heard with the flashlight marking the move. No scent trail fits if they wrapped them in a plastic or tarp and drove off. Dogs can't track tires. Why this works? The landfill search at White Plains, Kentucky, 50 miles away, suggests law enforcement checked obvious dump sites and found zilch, ruling out casual disposal. Burial avoids that, and the lime calcium oxide disrupts cadaver dogs' detection by altering pH and breaking down tissue, used in real cases like the 2011 Anthony Sowell killing. Chris's RV lifestyle later hints at mobility. He could have scouted out a spot. I remember he was gone for 24 hours too. The locked house and barefoot details mean
No, it doesn't, because he didn't move that mobile home. That's why he rented spots and kept it there. And he only went to where he was working. This is bullshit.
Need to stage an exit, i.e. window. Or
wonder how many bodies she's buried. Hey, Ollie, right?
Amber Alert counters. Alternatives like burning, too smoky, needs accelerant, water disposal. Cumberland River's close, but bodies, float. So they could have sunk them down, which is, the Cumberland River, according to Grok AI, would be the most.
It's AI, Betty.
Whoa, pull your mic back if you're going to yell like that.
Oops, sorry.
Betty does it to her.
The body that would most likely have this. Burnings detectable. Water's been searched, e.g. Old Hickory Lake efforts. Now we're going to talk about this. This is going to be hard. Dismemberment requires tools and time they might not have had before dawn. Burials, quieter. The Tennessee's terrains hide it. Over 50% of missing person homicides involve burial per FBI data. Wow. That is a huge statistic. Over 50% of missing person homicides involve burials. And that is according to the FBI data. That is, yes, Terry was charged.
What'd you just say? She said it was what? The FBI?
I don't know.
I gotta look this up.
Shampoo, we have to stop for fair use. I'm sorry, but that's
yeah, we have to, Shampoo. I don't have a choice. I'm gonna look that up.
Over 50% of missing person homicides involve burials, and that is according to the FBI data.
What?
That is, yes, Terry was charged a while back from the 90s, I believe.
On missing persons' bodies being buried
and hydrous ammonia, I believe. Here it is, out of Davidson County. a math precursor. So he might have been doing Breaking Bad type stuff. You know, the guy gives me the EBGBs. I think there's something not right.
You're full of shit. The FBI does not track statistics specifically on missing persons' bodies being buried. Betty, it's right here. And this is AI overview. Betty, come on. They do contain records of missing persons, including those who are deceased or unidentified, but not of remains that have been located or buried.
How many more sinister ideas is she going to come up with? Oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm going to ask it a different way then too. Watch, I'll put this back on.
That family, that whole damn family. I'm telling you, I get vibes all day long, but the vibes I get from them, it's off the Richter scale.
Does the FBI have for the percentage of missing
so feasibility hinges on timing and covering up.
Being buried?
Katie alone might struggle digging hard, but with Chris or help such as that vehicle, it is doable overnight. Nobody after 13 months suggests they beat the odds. So nobody after 13 months suggests that they have beaten the odds. Most hidden remains surface within a year. The probability they pulled this off, if guilty, maybe 70%. It's practical, but the footage and lack of forensics keep it shy of certain. So they're saying because there's no certainty here. But I think that's interesting that 70% of these bodies surface within a year. Isn't that interesting? 70%. No, it didn't say percentage. It said most hidden remains surface within a year. The probability they pull this off, if guilty, maybe 70%, which is practical. Okay, now the third one. This is going to be the last one we're going to cover on today's because it's quite lengthy as well. So we're going to go over this. Why hasn't LE solved this case? Another very important question. Sorry, guys, I'm not really over here looking. Betty, could it be they put Sebastian in the trailer? That's why he had to go get it. Listen, I truly, you guys know I did when I found out on Smiley's Stories World when Chris and Katie were on there giving the interview and we found out that he left. And he said 24, and then he backtracked and said, well, maybe it was more like 17 hours or 20 or 17 hours. I can't remember. It started at 24, then it went to 20, and it was all in rapid fire. Like while he was talking to her, it's like, oh no, 24 hours. And then he's like, oh no, and it was more like 17. I think he ended up with it's more like 17. I don't believe anything. I think he was gone almost 24 hours, but I can't prove that. We know he was gone, and we know he came back with his trailer, right? But it was absolutely, he had to go get his camper. And I don't understand why, because a week or two later, they turned around and went right back to the same spot. It doesn't make sense. And he was only 3.5 hours away. I've talked to, first of all, I've been on campers, his side, fifth wheels, his side, his size. And I can tell you, it doesn't take 5 or 6 hours to break one of those down. It just doesn't. A couple hours to get it cleaned. I mean, even clean, swept, wiped down, put all the dishes away, make sure everything's buttoned up, empty the water, the poop tank, clean the thing out. It doesn't take that long.
Can't hear you.
I think you're muted if you're talking.
Betty, you're bullshit. I'm sitting here searching all these sites. And even AI is telling me you're full of shit. And you use an AI. But it says clearly, specific statistics on missing persons who were buried are not readily available. NCIC says the same. FBI says the same. National Institute for Justice says the same. Science Direct says the same. NSU work. I'm looking at all. None of them, buddy. I don't know where. Even AI said you're full of shit. So that's pretty bad. Okay.
The poop tank takes maybe 10, 15 minutes. And then everything else is just cleaning. You don't have a whole lot of surface. I mean, unless this guy was an absolute utter slob, which I have a hard time believing, because it seems like they have a very clean home. You don't really have a clean home if the dude, and he's military. Okay. I don't know if you guys have been around military people. Let me explain to you. My stepfather is a retired Marine. Okay. My little sister, when she came over to my house to stay with me, my stepfather dropped her off. Okay. And he walked through the house, checked the house out. Okay. It's his first child. I'm sissy, but he went through the house. I literally had just taken, when he knocked on the door, I had just taken my laundry out of the dryer and put it on my bed, and I was getting ready to fold it. And when he did the walk through the house, he said, what the heck's this?
And it's all my opinion. She may not show up in court today, and to have faith in the system will get her. He also said she is trying for another continuance today. What? Check white boy message. He's usually right. Let me look at him.
Hey, that package you sent me says it was delivered, but it didn't get delivered here, so we're going to need to verify what address you sent it to.
How do I do that? How do I do that?
Well, we'll have to talk about it later.
Okay.
Not live. Because I definitely didn't get it.
I wonder if they took it to the wrong address. That sucks. Okay.
People living like that. Okay, I just don't. So it doesn't take, you know, they're trying to make it out like it takes 5, 6 hours, 7 hours. Bull. And this whole thing from that Yahoo that was lying for him to whatever content creator saying that they put a freaking skirt on. You know, I've talked to several people. There's no way they put a skirt on there. That skirt should have been put on back in December or January. But to put it on when it's turning into spring, that makes absolutely no sense. That makes absolutely no sense at all. It's a lie. And we know it's a lie. Okay, so let's get back to this. So why hasn't LE solved this case? You're asking why LE hasn't solved Sebastian Rogers' disappearance.
White boy says, guys, listen up. In a little over an hour, BHB will be in court. There's 2 things you need to know. I don't lie to y'all. And he doesn't. I like white boy. I know a lot of, some don't, but I do.
I do.
I watch him a lot. Anyway, always bring receipts, but this time you just need to take my word on something. I wish I could tell you how I know. Number 1, she may go in today. If and for any reason she doesn't go to jail today, understand this. Put the whole house on. She does the next court date. I'm not saying she is not going today or is going, but don't give up in the system just yet if she gets a continuance. If she gets that lucky today, she won't next time. This is from me to you. Take it to the bank. Now let's hope justice is served today. I'm about to walk into work now. Please keep me informed, guys.
Thank you for that.
Thank you, Lil C. So no update on court as of yet. I think it's just getting ready to start. It's 5 till 1.
Coming on 1 o'clock Central.
Yeah. So I don't know if she gets so many filters on this video because her skin is, yeah, I know. I don't think she'd show up she doesn't need to show up for a continuance though. Her lawyer can handle that by just filing. But who knows? Like I said, the law is strange. And when you think that I've researched to death on this thing and everything that I found about Tennessee, the laws, and just looking up other cases where POs were violated multiple times, as close to the situation as I could get to what Betty's doing, they all got jail time.
Yeah.
I think maybe there was 1 or 2 that didn't, but most of them did. But you know, it's sadly, I don't even know if the judges that ruled on those cases are still judges, because it would have been nice if she'd have got in front of that one judge, because anybody that went in front of that one judge that had multiple violations on POs, that judge was hard on.
Wow.
But I don't know. It could, I don't know. Betty seems to always be able to skate by. Only, the big difference this time is it's not her family.
Right. She ducked up.
Even the best of skaters fall down from time to time. All it takes is for one little pebble to be in the wrong place. One little piece of ice, one little crack. That's all it takes. And it all comes tumbling down, Humpty fucking Dumpty.
And you can look at her face and tell how stressed and worried she is, which you should be.
Yeah.
I would be checking you into a 72-hour hold if you weren't. I mean, that is the normal part of you, what there is of it. Anyway, there's not much that's normal, but that little tidbit. Yeah, I don't know. I, for the longest time, thought that she was going to get nothing out of this. But then as I dug deeper and actually read this stuff, and then, I thank goodness I have a friend that's an attorney and he could help me understand things that I didn't understand. It changed. It's up to the judge. The laws are there. The judge has a wide range of consequences he could impose. So really, it's up to him, and also the prosecutor's office. How are they going to go in and hammer this like they should, or are they just going to go in there and just send a first year lawyer to deal with it and just whatever happens? I don't know.
Chad is saying that Tony Mathis isn't in court. Isn't he her bond guy?
No, what he did is he put up the cash part of it, percentage, but the bondsman is the one who actually is holding the bond, not Tony.
So Tony can't go to the bondsman and say, I want to pull out?
If he no longer wants to be on the bond, yes, he can do that. He can pull himself off.
Well, he's not in court.
Well, that just means he could be working,
Running his his mouth.
Is Seth in court?
Yeah, that's right, Kenna.
Which occurred on February 26, 2024 in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Given it's now March 29, 2025, over 13 months later, we've covered the case extensively. A 15-year-old autistic teen vanishes barefoot from a locked home, and a February 25th footage of flashlights and unknown vehicle. 5 CPS reports the suspicious behavior of mother Katie Proudfoot and stepfather Chris Proudfoot, the landfill search yielding nothing and no active reward or searches pushed from them. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, and FBI are involved. An Amber Alert persists, yet it's unsolved. Let's analyze why grounding.
You do realize that had there not been an epic winter storm, most likely the Amber Alert would have never went out. But you don't think about that stuff. But okay. They can't put an Amber Alert out for every teenager that runs away. They can't. It'd be nice if they could. I mean, even the ones that they do put out get very little recognition. So, Betty, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of other missing kids, but they're not your cash cows, so they don't qualify in your book.
And broader realities. The core issue is likely lack of actionable evidence, compounded by the case's ambiguity and investigative challenges. Here's why. 1, no physical.
So Seth is there?
Yeah, that's what they said.
I'm not surprised. I'm really not. He showed me, and this is just me. This is just my opinion. I've had a missing nephew for a year till they found his remains. I watched what my sister went through. They didn't get no attention. We didn't get no help from law enforcement. To have the father support the woman that I had no other recourse but to seek legal action, just for her to leave us alone, which she didn't. She still hasn't, even with legal action. No. I can't get past that. I'm sorry. That is putting your trash bag ass before his child, in my opinion. That is putting this drama and his big old self before his child, in my opinion.
Yeah. 100%, in my opinion.
Here, I'm going to read them all to you and then we'll go back and break them down. Ambiguous circumstances, footage limitations, resources and focus constraints, suspect behavior versus evidence, autism factor. Those are the 6 situations, the 6 reasons. So no physical trace. Sebastian left no scent trail, no shoe evidence. He was barefoot, and no clear camera captured beyond the vague February 25th footage. That at 3:10 a.m. clip, 2 flashlights of an unknown vehicle is tantalizing but low res. The FBI's enhancements likely can't ID suspects. Plates make if the vehicle's distance.
Oh, honey, the FBI's got the best software there is out there. Shit, yes, they can. Stop. They got the best tech guys. Stop.
No body, blood, or struggle signs in the house per official
Nick
statements.
can't be there. He's not allowed to leave his town. He's on house arrest. I doubt very much home is there. But who knows? I mean, these people are weird. To them, it would be a vacation. He might take his $1,000 shoes and put them in Betty's arse.
No forensic starting point. The landfill search.
Go ahead.
Is she going to take her toys with her so when she disagrees with the judge, she can rattle and pinch? And I just asked him, She thinks she's all that.
Dog needs to go out. I hear you.
In White Plains, Kentucky, was a shot in the disposal site. The shot was a shot at a disposal site, but turned up empty.
Okay,
Either
none of this has anything to do with Sebastian. None of it. Betty, I still think you buy views. I think I kind of proved it the other day. Because I actually was in there and screenshotted what you had in chat and then what your views were. No possible fucking way. But okay.
Inside job. The locked house and Katie's presence suggest he exited quietly, maybe lured by those flashlights, but the lack of forced entry or polygraph.
Oh my God, the flashlights again. Do we really have to go over the lights in the car shit again? I mean, it's been a freaking year. It's been debunked so many times. I can't do it. I don't have it in me to keep telling you the same shit over and over again. I'm not like you. I can't do that. Oh, Lord have mercy.
Reportedly, don't rule. Excuse me, I messed up.
I believe it was stated. It could have been. It could be a combination of that, and that he was autistic and had other medical issues, along with they were in the middle of a major storm, and it was nasty. It was cold. It could be. They should just thank their lucky stars there was one. Do you know how many kids don't get them?
Yeah.
Forced entry or noise beyond the 10 p.m. thud muddies it. Chris being in Memphis verified and Katie passing a polygraph reportedly. Don't rule them out, but don't nail them either. The DCS reports hint at home issues, yet law enforcement says there's no evidence of foul play, and the parents cooperated. This straddles theories without tipping decisively. Footage limitations. That February 25th video is the best lead, and it is graininess typical of budget home security in night mode, thwarts breakthrough. Flashlight implies external actors, but without tying the vehicle.
Wasn't flashlights, Betty. There wasn't external actors, Betty. That's on that video. I'm not saying there wasn't people around. I truly have always said that I think he went out to meet up with someone. I don't think he was planning on leaving, so to speak, right then and there, but that's ended up what happened. And I do think it was somebody he was talking to online, be it in a gaming room or whatever. I've always said that, and I'm still saying that.
Yeah.
To a suspect via traffic cameras, witnesses, VIN, it's a dead end. Over 70% of missing person cases hinge on early visuals.
Stephen King lives nearby in Sarasota County. I don't think he could come up with this narrative.
Witnesses. Here they've got.
Yeah, they both passed their lie detector test. Yep.
neither in sharp form. 4, resources and focus constraints. The Sumner County Sheriff's Office, TBI, and FBI have chased 714 tips per January 2025.
Yeah, Betty, you don't know protesters at the courthouse. Where are they? You said there was going to be a protest for you. Where are they? Sonia and the Real Me Too and Seth, is that your team? That's your protest? Got it. Okay, got it.
TBI update. Searched waterways, Old Hickory Lake, and canvassed areas like Natchez Trace. But missing person cases, about 600,000 annually in the U.S. per the National Missing and Unidentified Person System, often stall without fresh leads. By mid-2024, public updates slowed. The $50,000 FBI reward in August 2024 hasn't cracked it. Smaller agencies like Sumner, serving under 200,000 people, lean on state and feds, but caseloads and time dilute focus. 5, suspect behavior versus evidence.
How much is in here?
RV exit, low profile stance, look off. Only 30% of innocent parents in similar cases disengage publicly per criminology studies. But cooperation with polygraph and interview undercuts guilt. If they're involved, they've left no smoking gun. If not, the real culprits tied to that vehicle are ghosts. Seth Rogers' PI and volunteer searches contrast, but law enforcement can't act on suspicion alone. Courts need proof. The autism factor. This is the last one, number 6. Sebastian's high-functioning autism might mean he didn't cry out or resist predictably complicated witness accounts. His barefoot exit suggests spontaneity. You guys know what I'm saying. Coercion, not a planned runaway or surprise. So we can agree that.
Say it again, Ange.
Spontaneity.
Oh, is that what she was trying to say?
And I'm going to let you have that one.
Spontaneity. All right, I gotta mute. I gotta go get dressed so that way I'm ready to walk out the door, since I'm gonna hang out till we have to walk out the door.
Okay, dear.
Okay.
This wasn't something that was premeditated by Sebastian. He didn't, have a day of running away from home. This quirks the profile, neither classic abduction nor typical teen bolt, stumping standard playbook. So this is out of the norm, even for a normal child. Why unsolved? The trail went cold fast. No body, no clear suspects, no forensic hook. The footage teases but doesn't deliver. The parents' oddities don't equate to evidence. Maybe the vehicle's occupant, unknown to all, executed a clean snatch, or a hidden trust, home-related or not, stays buried. Law enforcement hits a wall. 60 to 70% of missing cases past a year go unresolved without new breaks, per the DOJ. They're not incompetent. They're starved for dots to connect. So they're saying anything that goes past a year and remains unresolved without a break, that's about 60 to 70% of the cases that pass.
Okay, and this is all coming from AI, which is about as factual as you are, Betty.
So over 50% of the cases that last over a year without somebody in handcuffs typically never get resolved. That is not good. That's not good for us. What's your theory? Do you think it's a cover-up? They can't pierce? Or did the trail just vanish with the car? Interesting. So that's number 3. That's all we have time for today. Oh, thank you guys. I'm sorry I was on the other screen. It's nice to see you. I heard the same, that there are several landfills searched, but only one search got leaked to media. Because it seems to me that I'm hoping that they at least fingerprinted the door. Chris said on Smiley's World that they did not take fingerprints. But I feel like they, must have. But I was watching another case, and it was on, I can't remember what it was on. And it was where law enforcement literally dropped the ball. I was watching it on the way up here. And I think it was from Law and Crime. I think I was watching something from Law and Crime. And they were talking about the mistakes. There was a defendant, and their attorney was on giving an interview or something, and they started laying down the laundry list of all the mistakes law enforcement made, such as not getting fingerprints from a doorknob and stuff like that. Those are critical things. And you guys understand why I get so hot, especially when it comes to our kids, because these critical mistakes.
There was no facts entered into the AI for them to get any factual anything from AI. It was all bullshit. The court needs proof, but Betty doesn't. Yep. Oh, Voices will be right back. She's just getting dressed.
Made affect the case and affect the case in a very negative way. Because let's look at it. If you told somebody that a child walked out the front door, wouldn't it be odd if they dust the doorknob and there are no prints? Not smudge prints, but no prints. Because I truly believe that the house was cleaned up before law enforcement was called. So I think inadvertently may have wiped the handles down. So if they're saying
that's number one, again, Betty, I mean, I sound like a freaking broken record.
They found
Chris wasn't there, Betty. He was in another state, Betty. For the umpteenth thousandth time, I'm so over telling you the same shit. Okay.
Sebastian walked down to the home, yet just a few hours later, the doorknob is cleaned. And what about the keypad? They can pull some fingerprints off those. I've seen that happen before many times on those little numbers. They get a little swirl. They take it. People use it to use stuff to find out which numbers they punch, so they can try to figure out the 4-digit or 5-digit code to get in the house. You know, there's a lot, and I just feel like some of those things were left out. Some of those things were left out.
Oh,
thank you, Annette, so very much. Anna, thank you. And Lisa B, always. It's nice to see you. You have my prayers for God's protection and wisdom. Yes, thank you. Don't forget to say a prayer for our judge, right? We want our judge to have the grace of God and the whatever he needs upstairs for tomorrow. So don't just pray for me, pray for the judge as well. Pray for the judge as well. Pray for clarity for the judge. Pray for clarity for the judge. All right, guys, that's all we have time for today. I hope you guys do very well. Happy Tuesday. If I can go live tonight, I'm sure I'm going to be up to my eyeballs, but sometimes I just need a break from the stuff I'm working on. So I've been coming live just to give myself that little break to regroup. So anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing day. We will see each and every one of you guys very, very soon. And again, tomorrow's the big day, 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Please don't forget to pray. Set your alarms for 1 p.m. and everybody just pray at 1 p.m. Pray at 1 p.m., pray at 1:30, pray at 2. And as soon as I get done and I get have an opportunity to go live, I will. You will most likely find out the outcome before I come live, but I'll give you what really happened inside the courtroom once everybody gets everything out of their system. So
we got people inside the courtroom that we know will tell the truth. You, however, will not.
Yeah, you save it.
All right, guys, I love you.
I just said,
hopefully we'll see you guys back here later tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you are a true crime, Betty. She is a true crime.
I was gonna say that's the truest statement I ever heard.
Who's on panel in the middle? Voices and Ready Freddy. Oh, I was way behind in chat on here. Why is my chat not catching up? That's really weird.
I'm more nervous.
Maybe you got. Well, that's not a bad idea, Hope. That's not a bad idea.
Okay,
I'm more nervous.
Oh, that was quick. You're like me. I can do it quick. I can.
It don't take me long. I already had my outfit laid out. I just needed to go.
I wonder if Betty's going to copy you today. I wonder maybe she's sending you a subliminal message to put on something that matches what she's wearing.
Girl, I'm not wearing anything spectacular. It's still fucking cold here. I'm still in hoodies and sweatpants. Not an ounce of what I'm wearing is spectacular.
I wonder if she's going to wear her standard court outfit. That same disco, like she's going out to the disco or something, top. And that blazer that don't match. And yeah.
I just got to say, I'm more nervous for Ange today than I am Betty. I'm praying for Ange today. You know what makes her think that she's a superstar of any sort? Because she's got a computer. That's disgusting.
Because she's BullhornBetty.
But they took her bullhorn from her.
Betty.
They took her bullhorn from her. So she's not BullhornBetty. She's just Butthead Betty now.
Even if I had them, I couldn't smoke them because I have a showing in fucking an hour. So I can't have my house smelling like a Bob Marley concert.
Hey, they might like that. But I'll give you guys a treat so you don't forget who Betty is.
Thank you.
I'll give you a treat. I was going to show some of Hills' videos on Betty because, Hills in the Air did some amazing videos. But here we go. There you go, guys.
I eat in Santa Salon.
Oh my God. Use more time.
I eat in Santa Salon.
Oh my God.
My favorite part is when you say, "Oh my God, Kathy."
Oh my Lord. Oh, jeez.
Like if we could have all punched that mug right then and there, you know?
Oh. Yeah. But I think one of the things going on is with this appeal is the fact that 3 of the POs, she missed the deadlines. 2 appeal them. And those were also where she had violations. So I think it's going to be even harder for her to
defend herself.
to win this appeal. I really, truly do. I really.
Well, the only one she can appeal is Chris's, and that's
Right.
the fact that 3 others were already granted against her in the same family. Those odds are stacked against her to begin with.
Right. Yeah.
Though she is trying to be able to win the right to appeal the other 3, I don't see that happening because she blatantly blew off service. Right.
I think the time for that was already passed.
Right. She blew off service. She had plenty of time, but she chose to blow off being served and just to blow it all off like it was going to go away, like it was nothing. Because that's even what she would say. Oh, this is nothing. It's all just going to go away. She said that how many times? Hasn't went away, has it, Betty?
April. And let's be clear, if it's a PO or an RO, because a PO is a protection order, an RO is a restraining order. One is permanent and the other one is like for a year or however long the Lord.
Well, no, it depends on the time limit the court puts on them. The ones against her are protection orders.
Oh, okay.
And the one that they're seeking in Pennsylvania is an injunction, which is a restraining order.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not looking good for you there, Betty.
Mm-mm.
I mean, considering that the whole internet is like, we can't wait for you to get the hell out of here, girl. You know?
Yep.
We should all do a, what is that, a petition for Betty has disturbed our PTSD or gave us PTSD.
Yeah.
I'll help Katie out.
Okay.
Because that is what she's inflicting on Katie and all of them.
While we're waiting on some court news, we've watched everything that Betty's put out. Let's see what Brittany had to say about all this stuff.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. We'll have to move this forward because we know how slow she is.
2 hours.
Oddball says, just dropping off to say hi, fixing to be driving. Oh, are you going to hang out with us, Oddball? Are you going to be listening along, I hope? Rapper, I'm not doing this with you tonight. You know what I just realized, guys? Give me a second. I don't have my shit set up. That's a part of a big problem. Give me just 1 minute. We're going to have trolls because I didn't set up my stream. I don't know what I was thinking. Welcome, everybody. Come on in. It is April Fool's Day. And it is one of, there's so many things going on. I don't even know what to expect. I'm just saying, my goodness. I don't even know what to talk about because there's so much. What do you mean by that, reality? I probably will be listening. I will be driving. Oddball, please be careful. Have a safe trip. I hope you're doing all right. Give me just a second, guys. Let me fix this. So we can actually.
I got good news.
What?
I just sold the Fisher Price Playhouse and school bus and and I just sold them to somebody that Grandma wanted them to go to.
Oh, good for you.
It's bittersweet, but I am so excited because the little girl that they're going to, Grandma just absolutely adored. It was a little gal at the library.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Oh, I'm so excited to take this stuff up in a little bit. But anyway, sorry.
No, that's good news for you. Hey, Midge Costa.
I just got the phone call, so I was like, oh my God.
That's great. Awkward when it's no longer April Fool's and she's still the bull. Yep. That's good news for you. That's some stuff you get rid of and a couple bucks in your pocket.
Awesome.
That's what I thought.
It's a win-win. Yep. And it's going to somebody really that would be special, you know, that she would want it to go to. It's a total win-win.
See, my prayers are working for you, Ange.
Okay, Brittany's all shook up.
Do the stream without being interrupted.
Oh.
I don't know what I was thinking. I apologize.
Okay.
Are you guys seeing everything that's happening?
Actually, what you do is just ignore the trolls. I don't even read their comments most of the time. I don't even acknowledge them. My mods take care of that. Or if I catch them, I take care of that. But I have great mods. But yeah, you don't have to let it interrupt your stream, though. Britt, all somebody's got to come in and say, hey, did you pay your electric bill? And your shit's all ruined. Just saying.
Today, we got a lot to go through. Give me 1 minute. This is crazy. 1 moment.
Her cucarachas.
Well,
she can have these big ass palmetto bugs, which are nothing but cockroaches on steroids, on double steroids, triple steroids. Some things get big and they fly. She can have them all.
You know, in some countries they cover them with chocolate and eat
Ugh.
them as delicacy.
Yeah, I've seen the chocolate covered ants and grasshoppers and stuff. Ooh, and eating tarantulas. Oh, hell no.
It's a delicacy.
That's okay. One I don't need to try. They can have it. Hey, if they need some bugs to dip in chocolate, come on over. This is Florida. We got all them things. Come get all you want.
Now you know where she's coming from.
Oh. I got to get my Easter shopping finished. Now I got 2 more to worry about for Easter.
Sorry, guys. Give me just a minute. All right. I don't know what I got so wrapped up that I completely forgot, but I will say hey to everybody in just a second. Let me fix this. All right. We are ready to go. All right. We are good to go now. Welcome. 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 Let me say hey to everybody. I'm definitely shocked. Okay. Or I'm not. You know what? I don't know to say that I'm shocked. I don't know. Kelly the OG, good to see you. TJ, nice to see you. Hi, Reality Wins. Aw, thank you, Nanny Sharon. Thank you. How are you already? Damn it. Trolls, we're not going to deal with you tonight. Hey, Brown Eyed Girl. Hey, TJ. Hey, Michelle Johnson. Jamie May, nice to see you. Kelsey, Samantha Joy, my beautiful friend. Monica Fox, Justin, Chloe Joe, Carolina Moon, Nana Dragonfly, Lizzie and Kurt. Nice to see you guys. Wolf Tracks, good to see you. Ooh La La is here. Good to see you. Connie, nice to see you. Irony Rose, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see, lots of people, lots of amazing people here tonight. Sarah Beth, hello. Hey, Mischief all around me. Hey, Rebecca. TF20's in the house. Bridget, Sarah Beth, Julie Westner, Sharon Parker, the real Brenda. Hello, hello. Mag50, Narcos Clips. What's going on, my friend? Welcome. Nanny Sharon says, good evening, everyone. Nanny Sharon, thank you so much for that super chat. I appreciate that. That helps more than you know. Is it Jen? Jen says, I'm new here and I'm trying to follow along everything going on, but it's hard, but I enjoy listening to the conversation you all have. Well, welcome. Welcome. I'm glad that you found the channel. Sarah, my girl, hello. And presumably with my 3 a.m. car was allegedly impounded. Justin, do you know anything about that? Hey, Florida girl. Hey, Opal. Hey,
that is nothing but rumor and misinformation, disinformation coming out of Crime Time Buzz.
Really.
Can I, Samantha? Thank you very much for doing that. I in no way require super chats, but that honestly, I know, and
Ooh.
please nobody take this the wrong way, but it is so hard to
I
read
hate
the
them
chat.
things,
So
Captain
Samantha, you dropping that to get your comment, that was, I appreciate that. That, you know, and listen, guys, I'm not saying give me money and to do super chats, but like for it to stand out, that was just so smooth and easy, right? So thank you, Samantha, for that. Thank you for the super chat. She said, Kelsey, hey girl. She says, you don't deserve the hate you get, but you do deserve the respect, support, and peace that you give others every day. We have your back and see your heart. You're gonna make me cry. I really thank you for saying that. Thank you. That means so. Oh, girl, I ain't gonna get emotional, but you do not know how much that means to me for you to say that. Because
I'm sorry, I was gathering
I'm such a
things
marshmallow.
up. Did she say she doesn't require super chats?
No. Yes, she said. Mm-hmm.
No, I just beg all night long.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Mellow, y'all laugh at my expense because I am a freaking marshmallow. I do try to treat people the way that I want to be treated, and for you to say that, I thank you. That means so much to me. I don't even know what to say. Thank you for acknowledging that, really, and for saying that, and thank you for being so sweet. That was very nice of you. I adore you so much, Kelsey. Seriously, thank you. You kind of made my night. That kind of made my night. Thank you. Yeah, people, yes, Justin, there's a lot going on. It's hard to, yeah, I'll have to catch you up. Holly says, I thought that this was about Yada. I do not mean to laugh if it's about something else. Wait a minute, Holly, let me go back up and see your comment. The title of this live. Oh, no. It is. No, you're good. The title of this, it's about the stuff with Yada and what's going on and everything in between and everything under the sun.
Captain.
Oh my goodness, Samantha, thank you guys. Y'all are really doing it up tonight. I appreciate it. Were you one of the ones just gifted? I hope to whoever was just gifted from Samantha, you are ready for tomorrow night members only stream. We were going to do one tonight and I had to postpone. I hope you all saw my message. My God, there were so freaking many things happening and I couldn't.
So
oh God, it was
many.
Just too much. But we're getting to
what?
It.
You're this excited over Yada going on closed panel? What? Well, that's because you were stupid enough to believe every word that she spewed out of her mouth in the first place. Y'all act like some major something happened, and it wasn't. Okay.
But tomorrow night, Ben George got gifted.
I agree,
finally.
Captain.
Where's he at? Ben, you finally got a membership. Ben says he never gets gifted, so that's pretty dope that he got a membership. Justin, there's so much. Oh, there's so much. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that, Samantha. You're sweet, and I love you, and I appreciate you so much. You are the best. If you were just gifted, give my girl some hearts and tell her thank you. She's always a freaking ride or die. And we got to do Jake's mom real quick because y'all know I love Jake's mom. Welcome, a true crime lover. Welcome to the green team. Yay. And yes, we're on the main channel tonight. How exciting is that? We're going to talk some true crime and some what the hell is going on, you guys. What in the hell? Lover, thank you so much. You are
Sebastian's case isn't true crime. It's not. It hasn't. I mean, there's no evidence of foul play. There's no evidence of a crime being committed.
So sweet. Welcome to the green team. Justin says, I don't know how she got on that injunction, but would speak about the lawsuit if no, I'm not talking about that. Oh, I'm not going to talk about the lawsuit. That is not, y'all know, which I mean, I pretty much make that clear all the time. I'm not. Just Jana.
Only
I'm not.
You say things about it when you want to.
I don't know the details of that. I'm not sure. I couldn't even say. Yeah, but Karma is a cat. Oh, that reminds me of the I said Paris Hilton. Oh my Lord. Karma is my boyfriend, right? What is it? Y'all, the Swifties are gonna come at me for forgetting her damn name. Taylor Swift.
Oh.
I like that Karma song.
Oh my God.
Wow.
This is too fucking much. I don't see where he's live. I'm on his channel. He's not live from court. Okay. I didn't think so. I thought I saw somebody say that he was live, but I didn't see it.
Wendy M has been a member for 6 months. Thank you. Thank you for being a member for 6 months. Welcome. Or, well, I was going to say welcome, but thank you for being a part of the green team. Hello, Wendy. Kimbo says, just coming in to support Sweet Brittany. I'm off to bed, but we'll be listening. Oh, I'm glad you're here, Kimbo. Have a good night. Well, I'm going to try to do a day live tomorrow. Lolly, beautifully broken. Hey, gorgeous lady. Lolly says, is today one big April Fool's joke? Lolly, pinch me, girl. What is going on for real? Irony Rose says, CP is coming unglued. He sounded unhinged and terrified.
No, he didn't sound unhinged and terrified. Not at all. You fucking idiot. Go listen to it. He was very, you could tell he was very emotional. He's broken. He's hurt. He did not sound unhinged at all. Fucking idiots.
Got the audio, so we're going to talk about it all. Megan, girl, you did not have to do that.
Crabtree went with Clue and Cletus. Cool.
Oh, good.
I don't know who Sir Duke blocked the other night, but reach out to me and I'll take you off. He walked across the tablet, and yeah. I don't know who it was, though.
Thank you so much, Megan, my beautiful friend and moderator.
Okay,
a couple things I want to run by you before we get into it. We are going to talk about the latest kerfuffle. And Julie Skolnick, I got a message to send to you too, Julie. Please listen. Julie, honey, listen in. Somebody, if any of you are friends with Julie Skolnick, please relay this message to her, okay? Hi, St. Ben. Hey, Cupcake. Julie, honey, I don't know where you get that someone on my panel, whether it's myself or one of my panel guests, ever said that you could go from plaintiff to defendant. Julie, I don't know where no one has ever said that about you over here. So I'm going to say, first of all, you're not even a plaintiff. But even if you were, I would not go there. That's not for me to do. I wouldn't do that. Julie, listen, if you want to kiss their ring, okay, I clearly see that you want to be, accepted over there from all of those people. That's fine. Perfectly fine. But
you in your chat was saying that shit. You in your panel and your chat was saying that she used her book to her Sebastian to promote her book. Yeah, and it was said that she could lose her home. So there's that, Britt.
Yo.
Have to lie on me to do.
She's got the screenshots, dear. You the liar.
I don't appreciate that, okay? Please, lady, stop. No one ever said that. Not a single soul. Y'all, I'm going to show y'all. I got the damn screenshot. It's insanity. Let me do my intro first. Welcome to Allegedly with Brittany J. My channel is True Crime. We veer off topic.
No, it's not. It's crime. You are not a credible true crime channel. You're just not.
Why wouldn't you make it more accurate to your opening as to, hi, my name's Brittany J. I'm an e-beggar that you keep my lights on while you throw money at me and I give mis and disinformation and allow my panel guests to say whatever the hell they want to say while I frivolously sue another YouTube creator. That would be a more accurate opening.
Mm-hmm. And it wasn't very long.
And it's the first of the month, too. So she's going to be laying it on thick the next couple of days.
Got to get that first hundo in the bank.
Oh, come on, chat. I need to get that first, what'd you call it?
Hundo.
I need to get that first hundo in the bank. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Hundo. You did. I already gave you honey bun money.
Hundo? Okay, there you go. New word.
I gave you honey bun money, honey.
That's right. I got honey bun money this morning. See, Betty, at least I'm going to have a honey bun. I've never ate one of those things.
Go to the dollar store. You can get 5.
They just never looked fresh. It looks like a really stiff dough.
My picture just
If you
randomly
can get
fell
them when
off
they're
the wall.
fresh on the shelf, they're very good.
Okay. I have to try one.
Well, see, you'll be able to go to a donut shop and get a real one.
Betty, I don't need the stale one sitting on the shelf for a year. God.
Or thrown at you through bars.
Quite a bit. We try not to, but we do. I don't pretend to be professional, even though I'd like to aspire to be that one day. Nonetheless, we are real over here. I am a mother with children. Sometimes you'll hear them in the background.
He doesn't try to be professional. You can't make this shit up. Oh my Lord. Oh boy.
Aspire not to allow anybody to hear them. That's a long story for anybody that's new here, but there will be frequent interruptions, topic changes. I may forget what I'm saying. I don't pretend to be perfect, but for the most part, we have a beautiful community and some of the nice.
Yeah. You do that quite a bit.
She ain't even perfect when she's sleeping.
Yeah. That snore.
I know.
Just people over here. It is not easy to follow me. I will go ahead and give a disclaimer now. You may very well be called out by some hate channels. I'm going to apologize in advance if you're here and you're new. For those of you that are returning, thank you for putting up with the BS on my.
People don't get called out for following you. They get called out for what they say. I don't give two shits who follows you. It's what they comment their mouths, the things they say.
Yeah.
Which your chat is one of the nastiest all the time.
My behalf, I appreciate it more than you know. And you guys are, everything. I don't know what I'd do without you. Thank you for keeping my channel afloat. That was another thing.
Something she's succeeding at, not being professional. Well, she said it. I mean, can't argue with that.
It was said. I told Shayna that she's building my second channel. I don't think I've ever said that. I did say that I appreciate her as well as anybody else when they gift. I may or may not have said that. Thank you for helping grow the channel, but that makes no secret that the channel, that's kind of what comes with the territory, I would say. I don't know, whatever. I can't dispel every single rumor, but with that being said, I appreciate everything that you guys do. Y'all are the best. If you would like to help, please take a second, click the thumbs up. It means the world to me. And if you want to help grow the channel, be the next person, that
still
I'm
going on
is
with
growing
this?
my channel for.
Huh?
This is still ongoing.
Yes.
She
We're not
hasn't made
even
it to the
halfway
end yet.
through it.
No. But we're going to take her to the end.
Me, then please take a second and click that 10 membership. Is a great scroll across the bottom of the screen. And I thank you very much. All right, let me see. We got
25 minutes. I am not giving y'all 25 minutes to try to beg you to buy a membership or super chat me. That's just, I wouldn't put you through that. And I don't have it in me to do it. But that's actually a short for her because usually it's an hour or so.
Hour and a half.
Yeah, it's like, geez, you make people,
couple of milestones. Hey, Gypsy. I appreciate you, Britt, very much, and I stand with you. But if you ever decide to go straight up bonkers, you have to warn me first. Girl, you have my word. Can I just ask why YouTube is only giving you 4 months of membership? Because pull that, maybe, and then that shit. Bonkers. I don't. Hey, Tam, good again. Megan, that's because you are bonkers along with friends. All right. Y'all ready to get submissive foot done now? Submissive foot. Well, we're about to get into it. Marlena, hello, beautiful. She says, I'd just like to say happy heavenly 21st birthday to my precious son. Keep playing. Oh, happy 21st. Oh, sorry. Really a tough day. True Jewel. Courtney West has been a member. Thank you so much. Thank you, my main squeeze. All of y'all knows that why some of is happening. Okay, where do we begin, guys? Where do y'all want to start off? I mean, I guess we could totally start off with
I don't know, but get on with the show.
I guess the whole Yada and
what's your only content?
Hold on one second,
I
guys.
forgot what I was going to look up.
I think she's receiving her transcript right now. Just an observation.
Let me let my girls up. Hello, beautiful ladies. How are you?
Hello.
Hello.
Are y'all ready to go through this? I don't even.
I don't want to. I want to say this. Fishy, 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 fishy.
What? What is that?
Oh Lord!
It means somebody's being baited.
Oh, okay.
Fishy, 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 fishy.
Oh, Deborah, what color are you painting? Like, how many rooms are you doing? You're beautiful, by the way. Oh, Justin, you know, I'm having withdrawals from you. We need a panel like ASAP. We need a collab. I feel like you're my long lost friend, and even though we have frequent in each other's chats, it's just not the same. So I'm the ball's in your court. We got a panel together like yesterday. I miss you. Dr. V says YouTube is corrupt as every other institution. I mean, you ain't lying. All that okay. And are you doing the trim white as well? Of course, probably.
Yeah.
Wait, calling people honey is demeaning?
Oh, whatever. Go away.
We've had that person say that before.
Really? I'm curious to know what that like. I'd like to hear the argument about that. Kim says, okay, Crafton tried to give me the overview of the day's events. Okay. Oh, Kim, honey, girl. Brittany can call. I just called Kim honey and I didn't even realize it until after I did it. It's a habit. So I don't know. These trolls get to grow the F up. Go get a life.
It's a Southern thing. It's the terms of endearment.
Oh, thank you, TJ. TJ said I can call can call her honey all the times that I want.
Never mind.
All the times that I want. Okay. All right. So let me see. I think I can get this from my email because Blue's panel. It's always way possible, and I will be sharing her link because that is the right thing to do. It's called fair use. So give me just a moment, please.
Hi, Nana.
Hey, how you guys doing?
How
I've watched some of it, but it's just too much.
all at one time?
We kept questioning. Today's April Fool's Day. Are we being fooled? Are we being punked? What's going on here?
Hold on a second. Oh, I love this. I love this. Okay. I just need to make sure that nothing is all right. Hold on one second. Let me double check. Make sure that everything is yep. All right, yeah. This is Brittany. Okay, yeah, Brittany. Okay, so yeah, thank you everybody for being here. Sorry we have such a delayed beginning. I do want to run one more thing by everybody before we get started. Hey, Troll Investigates. I do not wait. I do not wait until YouTube puts my video on the algorithm before I start. My ex co-host is spreading that lie that I wait for YouTube to put my video on the algorithm before I actually come on panel and start. Your video doesn't fall into the algorithm until you've already begun or it's over. That's the whole purpose of getting as many thumbs up as you can. So that's a lie.
Voices. Voices.
Both of those are incorrect.
Oh, that's what I was waiting for.
Both of those are incorrect. Thumbs up do not have anything to do with the algorithm. Thumbs up have everything to do with engagement. Thumbs up or thumbs down doesn't matter. It's still engagement. And as long as you set your live up as more than 30 minutes ahead of time, notification will go out as, like, if you set it up 3 hours in advance, 30 minutes before, a notification will go out, and at the time you go live, a notification will go out if people are subscribed to all. But that is not how the algorithm works. I am sorry, that is incorrect. And it wouldn't go into the algorithm until it is fully uploaded into, it's gone through processing and then fully uploads. Sorry about your lies, Britt.
Yeah, takes a while, Brittany.
What's that other channel that always talks about her? Isn't it No More Lies or something like that?
I think so.
I can't never find it though.
I'm probably one creator that comes on fairly quickly in the grand scheme of things. A lot of creators start and they let it go for 15 to 20 minutes before they start.
That's the truth.
Like I go like 4 to 6 minutes. So, I mean,
and then you spend anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half dry bagging, grifting before you actually get into whatever it is you're getting into. So there's that.
I don't know, Justin. I'm not even sure what the hell that means, but I've never heard of that, but that's a lie that was told. And I just want to let you guys know when my music plays it, because I'm trying to hurry up, grab my drink, go to the bathroom. I'll start it, let my music play, go grab my drink, go to the bathroom. You know, sometimes like I'll have tech issues. That's it. That's all. All right. Anyway, thank you all for being here. I didn't even say either. Our goal tonight is for 500 thumbs up. If we can get 500 thumbs up, it's greatly appreciated. Justin says, I've never heard about getting to the algorithm. Right. My intro is 15 minutes. Thank you. I never heard of that either. I was like, what? What is that? What? We know that about your music, honey. It's none of our business what they think of us. Thank you, Irony Rose.
Keep on
Right. That was one of the big scoops, Kim. Oh, you just wait. We'll talk about that tomorrow. We'll discuss it all further because there's a lot. All right.
Keep
So
Hot
for those
Mess in your prayers, okay, guys?
Where is
Keep
Hot Mess?
I don't know, but keep her in your prayers. I'm sure she's hurting.
Yeah, let's please keep Hot Mess in our prayers. I hope she pops up tonight. Hey, A1. Hey, Crystal. Justin says, what's wrong with wanting to get in the algorithm? I think everybody wants the algorithm, right? Yeah, I strive for that every time I go live, and I'm sure you do. But that's not the reason why I have an intro that, or I'm late to my lives a lot. All right, I'm a honey. You're a honey. Everyone's a honey. Honey, honey, honey. Hey, Sarah. Hey, keep up the chatter. Yeah, guys. Oh, okay. We'll definitely pray for you. Keep up the chatter says, I could use your prayers. Oh, I hope you're okay. We'll keep you in our prayers. Keep up the chatter.
Of course. Praying.
I hope everybody's okay. That's horribly painful. Hope the dentist helps you. Oh, no. Keep up the chatter's having dental problems. I'll fix that, Scribe. To be better. Thank you, Gypsy. See, I knew it rained like them stripper poles. They said, hope in the shadows. Thank you for keeping it. Yes, keep making it rain like them stripper poles. They said somebody jacked it all. We need a Jake's mom emoji. Oh my, that is brilliant. Yes. That movie too, because it's all right. Here we go. Oh my God.
Oh, I want to watch that again. Let's go over here.
So Ben said, who is this Yada again? So Yada is Katie Proudfoot's cousin.
That had no
long lost cousin.
Yeah, there was no connection.
Coming into my chat,
she didn't know Chris. She never met
like that
Sebastian.
Is
she
didn't
didn't know
except for you're going to get banned. Period. You're going to get banned. And also, again. I hope, like, I'm going to do you guys a favor and give you a little bit of free advice. For anybody who was sitting there anxiously anticipating and waiting for someone to be arrested, because simply based on the fact that you don't like them. You want somebody to be locked up because you don't like them. You're opening the door for negative karma to come right back your way. I have never seen a bunch of people so hell-bent on watching another person's downfall. Yeah, which says a lot.
Hold up. What? Isn't that what you've been trying to do to Granny's watching for how long now? I can't. Wow.
Completely missed that. So interesting. And this was last week?
Yeah.
So she had already emailed me, you guys, last week. I completely missed that. I chat. For all of you to get mad at me and think that I ignore you, the sky or something. Just make sure it's bad. I just want to make sure. I mean, if you don't want to hold it, just like flip it up, like where it's facing.
How did it jump ahead?
Which she constantly keeps doing, much less what Betty was accusing her of handing.
They are. I'll be honest. I kind of feel like Julie taking that stand has made others feel.
Tony, the other Tony. I completely missed that. So interesting. And this was last week. Completely missed that. It was in my chat talking crap about Tony, the other Tony. I completely missed that. So interesting. And this was last week.
Yeah.
So she had already emailed me, you guys.
Yeah, it can go a while.
What did Josh take the blame for, Kelsey? All right, here we go.
You just said, hold on, if I can, please. I don't mean to interrupt you, but I've got to address this right now before we go any further. You just said that you stayed away from YouTube until Betty's live, and now you're speaking out, but you're acknowledging you were in BJ's chat last week talking about Tony. So which is it? Have you avoided YouTube because you heard what Betty said, or have you been in YouTube?
Well, that wasn't the first time.
I'm sorry.
I had the notice that Betty was going to do that. And then I saw Julie. Well, actually, you know what? It was Julie's thing where the big thing where she saw her name.
G-dubs and intelligent in the same sentence with me. Or whatever. What to tell you. Nothing to do with her. This has nothing to do.
help you, Randy?
I think she does too, which is why Hans for whatever reason is shit. Why are you adding me when you're seeking a mercy protective order, huh?
Jesus.
I'm
Can I email it to you?
Clue. Okay.
Can you put your?
This has nothing to do with her.
Yes,
This part right here has nothing to do with her.
Nope,
And she
it
comes up
doesn't.
and makes it all about herself. If people don't see that, I don't know what to tell you.
Oh yeah,
Yes, I
dog
do.
coughs.
Right. Britt called her intelligent or whatever. Keep me. Oh yeah, never.
Ow, don't claw.
I'll take 200 for things that never have happened and never will happen. You will never hear the words G-dubs and intelligent in the same sentence with me.
Right. Dog goes in
Hold
the
on, like, you
chat.
got the search so they don't keep interrupting you. Who?
Dog the bounty hunter goes in her chat.
Who's chat?
Clues.
Oh, tonight he did?
You'll see it in there. You have to keep watching the chat.
Oh wow.
Doing it on purpose.
You know how?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they don't like Clue, but reality
Green tea.
wins.
Y'all are vile.
She watches and stalks everybody that talks about Brittany. She watches and stalks their pages and their lives and their chats. It's weird. It's really weird.
Oh, there he is.
No, we're not.
Dog the
Green
bounty
tea's
hunter.
not Sebastian.
What?
His favorite
The
color.
green
His favorite
teas.
color.
I'm
I hate
confused. What?
because we're vile. We're not vile.
Oh, that's
What?
a matter
What
of
happened?
opinion.
Jay for Justice called us vile. Green team is just vile.
Well, that's
Oh my
true.
God.
Yeah,
I
that's
ain't
what I
worried
said.
about her.
We're not.
That's kind of true.
Listen, this is coming from a woman that has a wish list, and she's asking her subscribers to buy her lottery tickets and scooters. You guys,
So
she's asking her subscribers to buy her a scooter.
Yeah, to financially support her
Okay.
while she sits on her lazy ass and lies
scooter
to
to-
everybody.
oh my God, reality wins. You're sitting on a panel.
Did you
But-
fall down and bump your little head? Is your wig too tight tonight, sweetheart? Did the wig glue finally get to you?
Oh my Lord. Her and her old man both sit there and beg off YouTube. Neither one of these young people have had nor have jobs. And you're going to call somebody else fat and lazy?
Right.
Okay. Jay's not fat, number one. Jay's
She's
team
not lazy.
Oh my.
So what if she is?
Yeah,
It's
really.
not their fucking business. Brittany, like you guys keep Brittany's lights on. You do realize that, right?
You keep
Legitimately.
Yeah. You keep the drive-throughs. You keep her pocket full so she can go to drive-throughs a couple times a day. Her words, not mine. She said how much she spends it going through drive-throughs every day. Fuck that. But anyway, this is
She falls asleep at her desk instead of her dirty bed.
staying in the bushes with y'all up there on panel is impossible. Laughing. Oh my Lord. This is insanity. Reality wins. Ooh, you need a dose of reality, honey. I think voices might be right. You need to take that wig off and let your head breathe.
A scooter to drive on the beach. Come on, y'all. She ain't worth freaking.
Bitch,
She
you
ain't
asked
worth
for your
freaking
internet to be paid.
$2 her tickets cost.
Your internet, your car breaks down every couple months. You got something going on, but you can't tell nobody, but you need donations. Your electric bill, stop.
Famous people don't have that many, shit happening right there.
A cooter scooter.
So here it says, "Dog the bounty hunter, bunch of cowards," is what it says. That was if that is dog. Oh no, that's a Dog the Betty hunter. Can't even
I
have
just emailed it
conversation.
to you.
Hans calves are bigger than my head.
Clue, she just emailed it to you.
I know. I'm trying to slow this chat down real quick.
Better you than me, girl.
Like I can't read a damn thing. Landed planes, is that what your friend Alex does? The one that sent a fake, did you guys hear about that? So Alex, who happens to have shared an address currently or at one point with Nick, is the one that set the threat that they're now using in litigation. You know, the threat that said like $100,000 coming in.
Is it even real?
Oh, I don't know, but apparently he was a pilot for the army. Maybe that's why Tom like keeps bringing up planes and shit. I don't know.
It looked like a sock account to me.
Yeah, he did look a little odd. But tracks
No, is that from Betty?
Should we check it tomorrow?
No? Is my internet freaking being stupid? Hold on. Give me a second.
BH.
All right, here it is. Just say that I think the timing is extremely suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Extremely suspicious. I mean, even Cletus is saying that. Even Cletus.
And hence that's where you got it from, because you don't have an original thought in your head.
I mean, Yada's even admitting that she saw Julie, and that's a part of, like, you know, why she come out.
Coming
Is
in
he even real?
Oh, I don't know, but apparently he was a pilot for the army. Maybe that's why
gosh.
Tom like keeps bringing up planes and shit. I don't know.
It looked like a sock account to me.
Yeah, he did look a little odd, and given the fact that he lives at the same address.
The police, but that's
Yeah, isn't that something? In their own documents, they tell on themselves. The person sending these alleged threats is somebody who uses the same address as Nick. I know. Come on. Same numbers, they're all attached.
Is it that bad, Chloe?
I can tell you, I would
Wow.
call him.
Oh, it did.
In their truth.
Me up. Trying to make the shit stop for coming out and telling the truth.
Pops a little bubble right in their little facade they have going on, and they can't
Well,
stand that.
you can send that to Granny.
I'm gonna give you a warning, Yada. There's 2 people on that panel. I would be very careful with what I give them. You're gonna chew you up and spit you out. I'm telling you.
You mean like you do?
I'm reasonable and I'm fair, and I'm not gonna say something about somebody just because of issues I have with them. So I can't speak about Clue and Cletus because I don't know what they would do. You know what I mean? I haven't seen it.
No, you've been trying to kiss Clue's
I don't
ass
know.
lately.
Granny, they're gonna get whatever they can out of you, and when they're done with you, they're gonna discard you just like they did UA Crimson.
Just like you do, everybody.
Everybody else.
And they're gonna talk smack about you later.
Yeah, look what they did to Julie.
Nobody used Julie.
And she's over there just putting her full trust in them, offering to send them everything she's got.
Hey, keep it
Girl,
moving.
Nope. No way.
they're gonna take everything you give them and make content with it. I hope you don't share anything private. I hope you're listening to this. I'm telling you, with no motive, no ill intent.
Betty got a
one
continuance?
person with a heart to another. Obviously,
Why go
you must
there
see
in
that.
person just to get a continuance? I don't know. Let me look. I don't know. Uh-oh. She may have gotten another continuance. True Betty fashion. How long does Betty drag things out? I mean, she's been dragging out Queen's lawsuit for 2 years now. Betty will drag things out until she's forced to have to deal with it. All she had to say is she got a new attorney.
Yeah, I was wondering if she had one there.
Yeah, she fired the other one, supposedly. Either that or he quit. And she said he was sucked. But yeah, so she can say, which is what she used last time to get a continuance. I don't know how much the state is going to sit by and just keep letting her do this, but her getting another continuance.
We knew it was a possibility.
Just puts even more doubt in my head that she's getting way too much leeway.
Well, I kind of said I figured it would be a continuance because she got a new attorney.
Yeah. I don't know how much she's here. Clue posted a continuance. I'll play it. Or Clue posted a short video. I'll play it. Let me bring it up. What? That is so weird that it makes me do that. Okay, this was posted 9 minutes ago from Clue. So Betty was required to even go for a continuance. So lying and saying she was doing all this work, she wasn't. There was no work to do when you're just asking for a continuance. And seeing as how she has an attorney, she would not be doing the work on the case. Why won't it load? What's going on? That's why. Let me see. Oh, it won't play. There was a problem while playing playback. Yeah. I don't know. But she got a continuance. But Clue's video won't play for nobody. Everybody's saying it won't play for him.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The people in the comments are saying won't let no one watch it. People in Jay's chat are saying the same thing. And it says there was an error. I don't know. It won't play. An error occurred. Yep, see? Yeah. So,
Betty,
you got to
Betty
continue. What else is there to say? You know? I mean, what else? If you're getting a continuance, then you're not presenting anything. So, what's there to talk about? You know? She got a continuance until April 16th. I know, keep it moving. I know.
April 16th, that means she's got two on that same day, right?
Yeah, she's facing the criminal charges, the violations. And she's facing now an appeals, which what are they going to do? Hear the appeals before the criminal hearing? Because I thought the criminal hearing was at like 9 a.m., but I could be wrong on the time. Wait, but I do have it. I think, wait a minute. That's Betty. You think you're so clever by keeping the continue things, and it may come back to really bite you hard in the ass.
Mm-hmm.
Why did you waste all that money? To go down there if you already knew.
Because it's not her money. It's from her channel members. She don't care. She'll just go grift for more.
Yeah.
Well, she's continued.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Not, you know. I didn't think she'd go to jail today.
Anyway. Think about it. It could also be genius.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's not give it up.
Yeah, we talked about that. I'll see. No, the appeal wasn't denied. She just got another continuance. My guess is she used the new attorney yet again.
Yeah, but it didn't work for her all the way because usually it's a continuancy of a month. This isn't a month.
Yeah.
So
I'm not. In all honesty, it's no skin off my back. I mean, Betty caused this all. Whatever she gets out of it, she can't blame nobody but herself.
Nope.
Yeah, no beer can. Which she did have to get it. She did get a new attorney, and I'm guessing that's most likely what they used to get their continuance, which we all know is a bunch of bullshit. But you know.
You know, my dad would say, when you're crying so hard because you know you did wrong, go look in the mirror. Don't look at me.
Mm-hmm. Yep. To Anna Marie Island Beach. Oh, well, have a good day, Beer Can. She'll never go to jail, in your opinion? She might not. I don't know.
They might just hold her over in a nut house, you know? That might be what she needs. I mean.
But, yeah, I'm going to get off here and get a couple of things done. I might come back tonight and show you the other stuff I wanted to show you and go over that other live I was talking to you about with that thing on the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I got to go get a couple more things done. I got some clothes and stuff to put away before. Oh, that's right. I probably won't come back. I don't know. I probably won't. It depends on what time they get here and stuff. Anyway.
Yeah. Well, you have a good evening. Thank you for having me up, and I wish you luck, Ange.
Thank you for coming up.
Yep, thank you. Thank you guys for all your kindness in the chat.
Oh, you're sweet, Freddie. Hey, Voices. Is you there? Voices. I don't know where she went. I need to do a few things to move my body. Yeah, I gotta some other things I want to get done.
Sorry.
You left us.
I was making sure. I just realized that I was trying to track down the random smell in my house. And I just realized that because I did dishes, I needed to run water in the bathtub because it makes the pee trap smell. Anyway.
Oh.
You run water at the front of the house. You have to run water at the back of the house. And so I was like, yeah, it's just the way that they put the pee trap valve in.
Pain in the ass, sounds like.
It is a pain in the ass. There's quirks to living in a trailer. We all know that. So, anyway. All right, well, I'm off to the library here in a few minutes. I'm going to go sell some toys.
All righty. Have fun.
See you later.
All right, thanks for coming up. All right, guys. Well, clues over there on Queens if y'all want to watch it and be updated. Until then, thank you for the super chat, Freddie. Thank you for the membership. Yeah, I might see you guys later, if not tomorrow sometime. But until then, misfits, behave. Just be a proud misfit. Nah, seriously, have some fun out there. Make Mama Misfit proud. You're taking a break. Lots of laughs. I hear you. All right, guys, I'm going to get done. Don't forget to do all that YouTube stuff. You know, the like, the share, the sub, all that stuff. And let me know what you think in the comments. And I'll be seeing you on these streets. Bye, Misfits.